intro.
Grab your game and light the glow. Feasting on life with a funky flow. Faith and vibes, we're keeping it real. Exploring the highs that people that steal. Riding high with low. God with us more than you know. Food, faith, games, it's all in the show. Come on and vibe with riding high with low. From sunsets bright to starry skies, life's a journey, let's see where it lies. Tasting the world with faith in our eyes, sparking connection at a super high. Riding high with low. Smoking dreams and letting them grow. Food, faith, games, it's all in the show. Come on and vibe with riding high with low. So hit that cloud, let's take the ride. Together with low, we'll touch the sky. Laugh, reflect, and let it all flow. You're home now, it's riding high with low.
Hello, guys. Give me a second. We got an exclusive interview with my grandma. So give me a second to get everything set up and I will be right there. But I won't be cammed up today because my grandma is sitting right next to me and she doesn't want to be on camera. I don't want to be on camera today. So we're going to be trying something a little bit different, but just give me a second. All right, guys, here we are. Let me finally get into the introduction. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. I have my little mics, my little interviewing mics for me and my grandma. You guys should be able to hear her whenever I get her on and up here so you guys can hear her. But I hope that everyone is doing well today, guys. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, of course. I didn't really specifically have any direct questions. I do have a couple direct questions that I want to ask her that I know lots of people wanted to do, but I wanted to do this stream today because I feel like, you know, with the age demographic that I kind of have, I have a decent amount of people that like to talk about relationships and race and a lot of like things. So I thought that it would be good to kind of get my grandma's insight on things and ask her, you know, what the dating pool, the dating gene was like back in the day, you know, what if she ever experienced racism. Obviously, as you guys know, my grandma is white. She grew up in the 50s, but I'll let her tell you guys about herself, of course. But let's welcome in some people. Alex, shout out to you. Get Crack said Nana Low. EAE, shout out to you. Navstar. I'm going to get to your guys' questions. Don't worry. You guys obviously can comment, ask any questions. I'm obviously filtering throughout the comments to see what I want to ask her, whatever. But she's kind of like me, guys, but like less filtered. So any question that you would kind of ask me, you can ask her, but she might answer them, you know. But shout out to you, 219. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I do appreciate you.
Oh, my cuss a lot.
You guys can probably hear her. That was her first word. You're on, Judy. Oh. And guys, this is my grandma, Judy. Please welcome her into the building.
Hey, I cuss a lot, so don't take it personally.
Okay, well, since that was her first introduction, I mean, you guys kind of obviously can see where I get my cussing from. My grandma's kind of like my best friend. She's obviously always been there for me since I've been a kid. Even when, you know, even though I had both my parents, I stayed at her house a lot. She was just like not like that regular grandma that was like, oh, like come in and I made you some
Oh,
food, but
sweet.
really like, oh, come over and like let me come braid your hair and let's fucking like
Get dressed up.
get
and-
dressed up and do weird shit. I don't know. My grandma's kind of a weirdo, just like me. But let's get into these questions, Judy. All right. So first of all, how are you today?
I can't complain because it doesn't do no good anyhow. So why bother?
Okay, that's nice to hear. I'm doing also well. Thanks for
know.
asking.
You're so pretty and nice. I love
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Okay, so do you want to tell them how old you are?
I am, I think, 66.
You're 66. Okay,
Yeah.
and you were born in the 50s, correct?
Yes.
All right. So, some people know that we are originally from Ohio, but do you want to give like a little just backstory? Obviously, no specific places in Ohio. We're not trying to get doxxed or anything, but what was the type of area that you grew up in? How was the
It was a mixed
diversity?
area. It was a mixed school.
Go ahead. Sorry, she's tapping on her chest. and
Yeah,
shit.
I'm tapping. It
Go
was
ahead.
I grew up, we had friends that were black. We had friends that were white, was
And
nothing special.
That was in the north, right?
Yes.
So do you think now that you lived in the South for, the past, couple of years or whatever, there's obviously a difference, but what are like some of the main differences that you've seen compared to the North?
They don't like to see white women with black men.
Right. So a little bit of racism. Okay.
Yeah. And they treat black people a lot different than they treat white people.
Right.
And
So like, obviously, do you think like their racism here is more blatant?
intense.
Obviously I think it's definitely more intense, but do you think it's more blatant, or do you think they try to kind of like put on a facade and kind of sneak behind your
No,
back?
they don't want to put on a
They'll just
facade.
blatantly be
They're
racist
just-
to you.
Not to me, but when I'm with my daughter and her husband, yeah, I notice a lot of that.
Okay. No, there are some questions that we do want to get into. Before I continue my questions, shout out to you, Ron Mack. Thanks for tuning in. He says, "Hey, Granny."
Hey,
We got EAE, Thai Church. Let me go up to the top, see what some of these questions are. So first question, Judy. EAE, he's one of my biggest gooners. You might not know what a gooner is, but
no, I have no idea.
we'll just keep it at that.
Okay.
He asks, how do you feel about marijuana? Smoking
I think
marijuana.
it should be legal. I think it should be more legal than alcohol. People don't go out and get drunk. They might go out and rob a store and get some snack.
Okay, well, hold
That's
on, guys.
about
I'm
it.
gonna mute myself really quick because we just got some sound in the back. All right, we should be good. Sorry, guys, about that. Could you go ahead and repeat your answer that you had said? How do you feel about marijuana?
I said that I think it's better, alcohol is worse than marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
People don't go out on marijuana and rob stores and take their money and shit like that. All they are interested in is snacks in a place.
Right. Okay. So, did you ever smoke weed growing up?
Only twice I didn't like it because it left me, I didn't feel like I was in control.
Okay.
So,
And you would obviously say the weed nowadays is definitely way
I
more
could-
potent, more strong compared to
Oh.
back in the day.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, I didn't smoke a lot of it, but I can tell.
Right. And yeah, guys, she won't smoke weed with me today because it's too strong for her. So, ask grandma if was grandpa your first?
Actually, yes, he was.
And I knew that too. That's what's actually crazy. Yeah, guys, don't ever try to play my grandma. So, do you wanna tell us what age you met him at?
14.
14. Okay.
I got
And
married at 15.
that was in the 60s, right?
That was in the
70s?
70s.
70s?
I got married at 16.
How could you get married at 16?
My parents signed that would be okay.
Like they had to sign a legal
Mhm.
document saying, and so how old was he?
At that time, he's 3 years older than me, so he was
19. So you were 16 and 19, and your parents allowed him to marry you, and technically he would have been your guardian because
Yes,
you were
he
still
was.
under the age.
He used to have to call me off school when I asked him, hey, I don't want to go to school. Can you call me off? And he'd say yes.
I couldn't imagine having a husband at 16. That shit would have been lame for sure. I'm gonna get down to the bottom of the comments, guys. I'm just asking a few that EAE had asked. He asked, "Who was your celebrity crush in your childhood?"
In my childhood.
It can be at any age, teenage,
Okay,
middle
let me
age.
think, let
Anything.
me think. It was probably Sam Elliott
Sam Elliott. I don't know who that is. What is he?
Or-
White?
or bald head guy. I can't think of his name. Sam Elliott played in the movie Mask, if they know what that is,
Okay,
with Cher.
they
Sam-
might.
He's very rugged and Yeah.
Okay, so there you guys got it. She had her celebrity because I have no idea who the fuck that is, but whatever. Okay, so did you ever get in trouble in school? And if so, what did you get in trouble for?
in school. No, I
Yeah.
didn't get much trouble because the teachers knew I was pregnant and they asked me what kind of grade that I think I should get. And so I told most of them a B, and that's what I got.
Wait, so okay, so you were 16, you got obviously married. So what, you were a sophomore and then you got pregnant. So what, in your junior or your senior year?
My junior year.
Your junior year. And then you had the baby. Was it summer? Was it
It was summer.
okay, so you
in
didn't have it
July.
during school. I said it as it's not my mom.
No, that's still an it.
Yeah, for sure, we know. Okay, so you didn't really get in trouble in school though. Like not
No.
even in middle school before anything.
I
like,
got okay. In junior high, I got we were doing an experiment where you add something to something and then the little vial
it
went
like fuzzes up and
Yes.
yeah.
And the teacher asked me, "So Judy, what happened?" I said, "Well, it fuzzled up and pissed all over the table." So I got a whip. I got my ass whooped.
And they used to beat kids in school
yeah.
back then.
I mean,
with the paddles
was-
and shit.
It was a rubber paddle with holes in it, and I had a scar on my leg for probably a month or so.
Were your parents mad or they allowed
my
that?
dad was pissed. So he went down to the school, and I ain't gonna say what he said to them, but it was not nice.
Right. Okay. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna skip some questions so I can move down to the bottom. All right. Pepsi or Coke, Judy?
Coke.
Prince or Michael Jackson?
Prince.
I knew you were gonna say his ass. Bro. You know we love Michael Jackson. Though.
I love Michael Jackson, but I love Prince.
Would you love me if I came out as gay?
I don't. That wouldn't make no difference to me whatsoever.
Okay. Did you ever play any video games?
No,
Not even really video games, arcade games, any type of games
Okay,
like
I played Pac-Man once, and I knew he was coming to eat me, so I hurried up and ran into him so he could eat me really fast, and that was it.
And so you never played any
No.
arcade games after that?
After that, no.
All right. Let's see. Do you want me to marry a black or a white man, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Whoever treats you as good, that's all that matters to me.
So they said married at 15, Mercy. You know, Mercy's kind of like they kind of feel bad, I guess, a little bit.
No, it was okay.
Times were different, they say. EAE said, I Googled Sam Elliott. He kind of looked like Spicoli. Oh, goodness, guys. Where is Spicoli? Because Spicoli, listen, Judy's on that fuckity fuck time.
What? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. I did have one question for you. There was one question that EAE had asked me, not here, but I thought it was a good question because I had already told you like what you should kind of be preparing yourself questions wise when it comes to the people on my YouTube. But just to get this question over and just out in the air, how did it feel, or how did you feel when you knew your daughter was into black men and was gonna have black children, mixed children?
At first, I thought, oh no, but then I met who she was seeing, and after that, it didn't matter. Everybody bleeds red.
Facts.
You cut them, they bleed red. So what the fuck is the difference between black, white, yellow, anything?
Okay.
Everybody is the same. So
I know, I agree with that, definitely.
now my husband, that was a different story.
Yeah, that we can get into that next. But so just with the follow-up question of that, you were okay with it. Would your parents been okay with it? Obviously, you had white children, so that wasn't the case. But if
Right.
it was the case, how do you think your parents would have felt?
Well, my dad had passed away by then, but my dad, I don't know how to say, he would have had something to say about it. But my mom was the sweetest woman in the world, and she accepted everything.
Right. But you think that he would have been like prejudiced towards whoever it was, or like racist? Like, you know, 'cause I guess.
He wasn't racist, but I don't know if you understand what I'm going to say. He grew up around black people, but it surprised me that he didn't think that white girls should go with black boys.
Okay, so did he ever express that to you? Like, you know how some parents express to their
Right.
children, "Hey, I want you to date within your or your race." Did he ever express anything like that to
No.
you?
Now my husband with Jill, yeah, but no, not me.
Right. Okay, so first of all, Gar, who is this? Oh, that's Garion. You changed your name. Garion Twin. They would like to ask or have me ask you, did you ever have any slaves?
My granddaughters.
Oh my gosh, guys, you cannot be asking her questions like this because she will joke around with you guys. Hey, there you guys have it, though. Little house
No.
slaves. Okay. Anyways, all right, next fucking question, Judy. You really just called my ass out like that. Damn. Have you ever met a celebrity?
I met Loretta Swit once.
I don't know who that is. What is she? Is she a
played on
singer?
MASH,
Okay, so she's an actress.
the show MASH. She was a head nurse. I met her once.
That's cool.
That's about
dope.
it.
And have you ever been to any concerts? Like
Oh,
big
yeah.
concerts with people, you know,
Oh,
bands?
yes, I did. I went to the Rolling Stones. I went to Led Zeppelin. I went to every big band that was popular.
Pink Floyd, right? Didn't
Pink
you tell
Floyd.
me?
Yes, I went to Pink Floyd.
You said that
twice.
was like one of the most beautiful concerts you've ever been to,
Yes,
right?
it was. In Three River Stadium in Pennsylvania, since I lived in Ohio. Well, I seen him in Ohio, and then we went to Pennsylvania to see Pink Floyd. And when they started playing the start of Animals, that was their album at the time,
Mm-hmm.
these giant pigs came out of the sky, and they
Like,
they-
what do you mean, giant pigs? Like projections or like
no,
actual
they
like?
were like made out of maybe dust or something.
Okay, continue because I'm confused. Go ahead, go ahead.
But they fell onto the crowd, and if you touched them, they disintegrated.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
You think that was like they were like also trying to like put something in the air for the?
to make, I don't know how they did it, but it was great.
It's so like you weren't on acid or anything, right? Like,
No, I only did acid once, and I didn't like it
okay, you didn't like any psychedelics at all?
No.
Okay.
because I couldn't be in control of my own head.
Right.
But the pigs would fall, and then as soon as the crowd would touch them, they would disintegrate. It was
That's
most-
like some trippy ass shit, though. I'd be thinking I'm on acid during that trip.
You would think so, but it was one of the best concerts I ever seen. I've seen the Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, any of Kiss, all of that shit.
Well, that's dope. That's dope. Let me see. My friend Alex wants to know, are you religious?
I believe in God.
Okay. Do you believe in religion? Like, are you Catholic?
I
Christian?
was raised Catholic,
Okay.
but I don't agree with a lot of the Catholic religion that I have to go through a middleman to talk to God.
Like, I
Confession.
obviously, you know me, I told them, you know, our parents never grew us up on no church or religion or anything. So I don't know. Like,
Okay.
explain it to us a little bit.
Okay. When you go to church, I'd have to go every Friday for catechism classes, which was religious classes.
Mm-hmm.
And you would, so at the end of the Friday, we went Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And at the end of the Friday religion class, you had to go into the confessional in the church, and it would be the priest in the middle with, you know, his little thing, and there's 2 boxes on each side. And so, and so when I went in there, and it was Father Muscova, which long dead,
Mhm.
wonderful priest.
R.I.P.
Wasn't a pedophile, wasn't nothing like that.
Okay.
So anyhow, so when I went in there and he says, I have to say, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And he says, so you want to tell me your sins?
What?
And I said, well, I said, do you want to hear a dirty joke?
To the pastor?
To the priest, yes.
To the priest?
Mhm. And he, you know, he's not, you're not seeing him because it's a screen. And he said, Judy.
He already knew it was
He
you.
knew it was me. And he says, so what are you saying? I said, one pig fell in the mud and two came out.
You told me that joke before, but I still don't get it. What is that?
They have babies inside the I don't know. But he made me do 20
Okay.
Our Fathers and 30 Hail Marys, which you got to get down on your knees and say these
Right. Oh,
verses.
back to back.
Oh, back to back. I was the only one that had to stay in there for an hour. Everybody else
Whoa,
was out.
what did you expect? Like trying to tell a dirty joke to the priest?
What the fuck? He asked me what I was doing. How's my life going? I said, well, I want to tell you. Did you ever? I want to tell you a dirty joke.
Oh my goodness, Judy. You know, I do agree on the middleman type of stuff when it comes to that. But obviously, I don't know a lot about Catholicism. But just just going back into your relationship with God, like, do you say, okay, I have like a few questions. So first question is like, what would you say your relationship with God is nowadays compared to
Nowadays?
like back then? Like, have you grown with him? Has it kind of standstill?
I can say I've grown with him, but right now in my life, it's more like a standstill
Okay.
because right now in my life I'm very depressed.
Mm-hmm. We're being open, guys. Okay, today.
And
It's okay. I can pass the next question.
Okay.
Because
Yes.
she's like, yeah, I already said I'm for fucking depressed. You guys got enough. What was my next question? So would you say like your faith is as strong as it's been? Or do you think it's lowered over just like, because obviously you've lived so many years of your life, you got to experience lots of things, go through lots of different trials
You know
and
what?
tribulations.
I truly want to believe that it's better now that that there is God, you know, that he's helping me. And I do pray to God anymore,
Mhm.
which before, you know, I thought, well, fuck it. He probably don't care about me. So what the fuck?
Right.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
But now it's just like, I ask certain things for him. Like I asked for my baby Lolo to, you know, have a happy life and be prosperous.
Aw, I love
Kai
you.
Lynn, I asked for her and the baby and Ron to be, you know, blessed.
Right.
And that's what I pray about is my
So
grandchildren.
do you ever like try to pray just for yourself and your strength and
No.
your motivation or
Nah.
anything?
Nah, I am
Well,
who I am.
maybe you could try that though. You
I-
are who you are, but it's never too late to change, no matter how old you are.
I don't give a shit about change.
I know you don't, but I like to speak motivation.
Okay,
Okay,
you
into
speak
you.
motivation, but I ain't gonna
EAE
change.
says we're all depressed, Grandma. That's the norm in 2025.
What's that? What?
EAE says we're all depressed, Grandma.
You know
That's
what?
the norm.
You know, I feel really bad for you for saying that.
It is sad, but a
It
lot
is,
of
it
the
is.
generation in 2025 is depressed.
No, but you have so much you can contribute to the world, and you don't fucking put yourself out there.
Are you talking about me specifically, or just our generation?
Your generation.
Okay. What do you? So what's some like examples that you just have in your head right now? Like, what could we put out there that we like should be doing? You know what I mean?
Do the best that you can, and if you can, if you're doing the best of your ability, and you know it, and most people say, "Oh yeah, I am," but they're not. You need to love yourself more than anything else in the world, because that's what God wants for you.
Right,
He
facts.
loves you, and He wants you. And
yeah, if
you're-
you don't love
you're-
yourself, how are you supposed
that's
to love
right.
anybody else?
That's
you know?
right.
I
And
definitely
believe me,
agree
a lot
with
of people,
that.
I don't know a lot of people because they don't love me anyhow.
So no, that is so untrue though. But I feel that shit. Me and Judy, that's what I'm saying. Me and Judy are damn near the same when it comes to our feelings. Like you know, we do obviously have people in our life that love us and they show
Oh,
it, but
yeah.
at the same time, you know, everyone gets lonely. Everyone kind of like
But I
feels
got
that
a friend.
depressing state, you know, whatever. Judy got it better than me. She got a man's for real.
Oh, he ain't my man, as in you guys. You guys think somebody's your man, and that's a sexual thing. No, this
It's a
person,
yeah, it's a platonic relationship. I
yes,
know
and
that.
this person is the most wonderful person to me. He's better to me than my own family is. I'm sorry to say that, but it's the
No,
truth.
yeah, you guys obviously don't know our whole family, and it's not like, oh, we fucking beat Judy or something, but just like with our
No,
with
I
our
get you.
emotional, you know, actions and stuff.
Yeah, and he's the best person I know, and I'm so grateful for knowing him.
No, guys, also Gary
I
would
wouldn't.
never, that's his name. We can call him G Bear for now. G Bear would never come on
No.
the panel ever, but just know that, like, you know,
He's-
even if you do get older and you think you're going to be lonely, like, there's always going to be that person for you, regardless if it's in a sexual type of way, like you just heard her say, it's in a platonic type of way. And it's just that it's nice to have that one person there
and
for
he
you.
and he listens to me.
Yes,
You know?
and he loves you
And
genuinely.
he does. He truly loves me, and I truly love him. He does so much for me that I'd like all of you to grow up to be men like that.
Oh, don't start making Judy cry now, guys. Come on, no,
No,
but she
seriously.
absolutely loves her best friend. That's her best friend, and I am very much happy for her to have, you know, someone in her life like that, because I just think about, you know, people who have, like, are in their 60s and 70s. Yeah, you've lived a long life, but you've also went through so much. So it's like having, especially in the later days of your life, having someone there for you, that's something really special and important for sure.
And he feels the same way about me. I mean, he does everything for me.
EAE asks if you ever ran away as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yes,
what?
I have.
What'd you run away for?
Because I wasn't allowed to go roller skating, so I ran away for 2 weeks.
You weren't allowed to go roller skating. You said 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Where'd you go?
To a friends of mine house that they didn't know about.
What age were you at this time?
13.
13?
Yeah.
2 weeks, and they didn't know where you were for 2 weeks?
No.
Did they call the cops?
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, Judy. Oh my gosh, you guys are making me ask questions I didn't even know about my grandma. Damn. EAE says, Grandma, the internet made us less connected. You guys used to actually be social. He's basically saying our, you know, what we focus on, the internet, how we meet people.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
Exactly.
And you're so right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you need to know people as people, not what you see on the internet. That most of it is fabricated.
Yeah, facade. Yeah, a little
She's
facade
not.
type shit.
But most of it is just so blown out of proportion. You don't, I mean, God, get to know somebody personally before you
make all these assumptions and jump to conclusions.
Yes, exactly.
I know exactly what you mean. EAE wants to know, was she a bombshell in the 1970s? I can say yes, she was.
Oh, yes,
she will answer that herself. But
yes, I was.
How often did guys used to hit on you?
When I went out, every time.
Every time? Like,
no.
So,
not
obviously, we know, like, you probably didn't go out a lot. You obviously still had kids at the age of 16. So, you were doing the things that you needed to do. But when you did go out. Yeah, when you did go out, like, what would
Pat
be.
used to get pissed because people I knew from the past would be, hey, Judy.
Right. Because she was, she know guys, like, just imagine me, right? Like, my just slim, tall kind of figure. Judy's not tall, but she's like, you know, 5'6", 5'7". So she's whatever. But she had long, beautiful blonde hair. She has these beautiful, bright green eyes. And just back in the day, she definitely had to be like, I don't even know. I seen her wedding, like, even in her wedding photos, this girl didn't even wear a regular wedding dress. She wore a short wedding dress showing off them legs. I was like, okay.
I had some great legs.
She did have some great legs and beautiful green eyes. I've always told Judy that's one of my favorite features about her is her eyes. Grimace, shout out to you. He says, I love Lo genuinely. I love all of you guys a lot too. TK, shout out to you.
Thank you.
They didn't have Amber Alerts back then. They didn't.
No, they did not.
They didn't.
They did not. Unfortunately, they did not.
Did Get Crack wants to know, did you date any type of like mafia bad boy style boys, you know? Any type of bad boy, you know?
I'm gonna say I don't know.
Did they used to call legs gams back then, Judy?
I don't know, they call them legs.
Gams? Or is that how you say it, Get Crack? G-A-M-S?
Yeah, G-A-M's. No.
Gams?
That's like your upper thigh.
Upper
No,
thigh. Okay. So you're just saying your whole leg. Your whole leg was it.
no. There's a difference between your
Your leg and your
calf
gam.
and your thigh.
I'm sorry you get correct. She said gam. No, it was just called a leg. Hey man, shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. We're doing an exclusive interview just with my grandma today. We're not
Sit down.
asking any too specific questions, anything that anybody wants to pop in the chat and things that pop into my mind. But we're kind of just like focusing in on, you know, kind of what her lifestyle was growing up, you know, being born in the 50s, growing up in the 60s and 70s and 80s, 90s, all the way up until now, what 2025 is compared to back then, shit like that. So guys, if you have any questions like that, obviously any question really, I'll be reading them so I'll know which one to answer.
I can tell you
Go
that
ahead. Go ahead.
in 1975, I got married, I had a child, and I graduated high school.
Okay. Tough guy wants to know, did you have a pimp at any point in your life? You almost made her spit out her wine, guys.
I
Don't-
almost did a spit test. No, I did not.
Okay, so one of the questions that was on mine that I was going to with like asking you about whether your parents wanted you to date black men. Have you ever dated or had sex with a black man in your lifetime?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and would you say that okay, well first let me go to the next question. Okay, so you fucked obviously black men, you fucked white men because you have white children. Have you ever fucked any other race other than that?
Nah,
No?
nah,
Never?
not really.
Okay.
I don't know what.
And
you-
so
not
since
really.
there's only two, what do you have a preference? Do you think one's better than the other?
I think one's.
This you can be completely honest, Judy. Literally, this is what they want to hear. They want to hear how like
I think the black guy was very much nicer and felt better than the.
Wait a second. She said felt much, much better. Okay, wait a second. Okay. So what do you mean like he was much nicer? Did the white guys that you were involved with, did they treat you bad?
No, they didn't treat me bad, but he treated me a little bit more special than that.
Okay, and do you think that that's also because like back in the day, you know, the black men wanting the white women, it was like that's not freshly when it started to come out, but that was like getting into that era, and he could have liked you a lot because you were just that white woman that's like, you know, real
Yes,
bad.
there was one. There was two black men but the one he was persistent.
You guys are getting my grandma's dirty secrets. Okay, come on, go ahead.
Anyhow, so I was in JA. I know you guys don't know what that is. It's junior achievement.
Okay.
For the summer, it made you money. You know,
Right.
you went down, made money. And he was in there. I'll say his first name was Vincent.
Okay.
Anyhow,
I guess that's a black guy's name. Okay.
and he was really nice to me.
But like what specifically? Like what was it out of him that caught your eye compared to the other black men you would see around town?
In any aspect.
Yeah. And either looks, personality, like you said, how he
Okay.
treated you. Give me
And
a specific detail. What did he
had
do?
the most great pubic hair I've ever seen.
Oh my
in
gosh,
life.
this is what I was waiting for you guys to hear, guys. Listen,
No,
because I don't even think you guys are clearing her here. Like, she's talking about the one of the black men that she has had sex with intercourse.
it
She
was,
says the best thing about him was his pubic hair.
it was soft like mink.
Soft like Ming Judy. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds a little racist. Do you think that
No.
you have a complexity for black people? Like a fetish kind of? Would you
No,
say?
no, I don't think I have a fetish. But if a black man had come into my life in my after years, I would not have turned him down. because
Okay,
I believe everybody's a different person. You know, you judge somebody by the color of their skin. That ain't what it's all about.
But okay, going back to the pube comment though, like you obviously seen white men's pubes, right? So what was so different about that black man's
Oh no,
pubes
but
compared to the white
he
man?
had beautiful. It was it was like soft fur.
It was softer. Okay.
Okay, let's get on with
Okay,
this.
yeah, we can move on to the next question. Let me see. What are people saying? Yeah, no, guys. Like I said, me and my grandma, honestly, we've always been cussing around each other. That's just really our relationship. She's one of my best friends.
I don't try to pull anything on
Okay, so
anybody.
just going up a little bit, I do want to get some comments that I missed from He-Man. She would like to know, what is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all times is probably Sybil.
Sybil?
Sybil.
Sybil. Why? I don't know what that.
It was Sally Field,
Okay.
which was an actress, and she had multi personalities.
I actually might know what movie you're talking about now that I think about it. You might have showed it to me.
And that was one of my favorite movies. I mean, she had like 8 different personalities, but at the time, I thought, well, I can relate to that.
Right. So, do you have a favorite TV show?
God, don't hate me for this. All in the Family.
Huh?
All in the Family.
All in the Family. I feel like I have like a slight maybe remembrance of it, but I don't know if I know it for sure.
Okay. O'Connor. I don't remember what his first name is. My dad was a very, I don't want to say strict, but he was a
Strict
very,
can be different definitions.
right. He was a very personal man. And Sybil was about, she had like 8 personalities and she liked, I don't know.
But that was your favorite movie or favorite TV show too?
No, that was a movie that I seen.
But
on
what was the
TV.
TV show you said?
That was All in the Family.
All in the Family. Okay.
'Cause he reminded me of
Let
my
me
dad.
see. Okay, so next question. EAE asks, what's one thing she's once believed in very strongly about, but then later on in her life she changed her mind?
Let me think about that for a
Yeah,
second.
you're good. You can think. I'm gonna answer some
Okay,
other
you
things.
answer.
Alex, shout out to you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share the video, guys. Hit the Cash App, hit the super chats. You already know we're trying to get the crazy questions in. You got to super chat the crazy questions for me to answer them now.
I don't know what you asked me to think about.
Did you want me to repeat the question?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
What is one thing that you once believed very strongly about, or you had like a high face on? You thought you built your foundation off of that, but then now you believe something different about it, or you might feel different about it. What's something?
Okay. I believe that the women's right movement was the best thing in the world. But then I thought they took it too far, not by, what they affected man with. They took it too far as that should have been, the only thing. Not the men thing. I mean, I always thought that they took it way too far.
Okay, so do you, going with what you just said, do you believe in women's rights? Do you think that
I
should?
definitely believe in a woman's right. I think a woman can be anything.
Yeah, that 100%. But I'm saying, like, you know how like back in the day, like we still somewhat, I guess, had a little bit of rights, whatever.
Yes.
But would you prefer back in the day before, when women could just stay housewives and the men only worked, or do you compare like what today's society of what society says today should be?
I truly believe that every woman could go out and get a job and stand up against her husband toe to toe. And, it shouldn't fucking matter how much he or she made, but what the family made together.
Yes.
That was.
And what you built together.
Yes. That's what I believe.
Okay.
There was never any.
All right, let me see. Tough Guy asks if all pimps are bad people.
No, I don't believe they are.
Would you elaborate on that?
I don't believe they are. I think it's brought to them at a younger age as being somebody that can actually, a girl that is with a pimp is because she felt protected,
right,
and loved. And I think, truthfully, most pimps truly did love their fucking girls and
They're hoes.
protected them. Yes,
They're hoes.
I don't want to say they're hoes, but they're girls, and they did protect them from everything.
And no, I agree with that aspect of you putting it like that. But what would you say? Like, there is a difference though between the ones that actually care about their women and the ones that just want to only use them for their pussy, and they still like abuse them in the meantime. What about those?
Well, those guys, I wish I could meet them in person, and I'd fucking put a bullet right between
Oh,
their eyes.
whoa, oh my goodness,
No,
guys.
seriously.
Okay,
You got some young girl and you're fucking mistreating
I
her
think
like
you
that?
definitely answered Tough Guy's question. I'm sure he'll very much appreciate that because that's one of his favorite topics. EAE asks, is it more important to be successful or to be content in your life?
In my life, it's more important to be content.
And I absolutely agree with you. You
In
don't
my
hey,
life-
you don't even need to give no explanation because I feel you on that one 100%.
I am very content right now.
Well, I'm very happy for you for that. Okay, so let me see. Ask grandma how was Lo as a baby? Was she a little brat or was she an angel? And you can say
Do you
both
really
sides of it.
wanna-
You can say both
Okay.
sides of it.
Lola was a mama's girl. I mean, she was such a mama's girl. And the whole time that baby was, once she learned to walk, she hummed constantly. Constantly. And I'd say, Jill, please ask her not to do that. And she just did it. But she was a good baby. She didn't like me.
That's the 2 points I was talking about. I absolutely loved my mom. I was the
And
very
you
good
could
baby.
not stand me.
Yeah, but when it came to Judy, I would even looking at her and I start
And-
crying.
Exactly.
But as a kid, once I started growing up a little bit more and I got to the
See,
age of like
Ty and-
4 or
Ty
5
and
years
Ray,
old.
You know, they loved me because they have been around me. But you were such a mama's girl
Yeah.
that all I had to do was look at you and you'd start crying.
Yeah, facts. But no, once I started to get a little bit older, like probably like 5, 6,
Yes.
we
Then
started to go over, you know,
You stayed
Judy's
over
house
at my house
more.
a lot, and you and Kyrie used to fight who slept next to me.
Right. No, I think that personally, I was an angel. Like,
No,
I would say
she
from
was a beautiful little girl, but she was such a mama's girl.
yeah, from like, you know, being born, so 0 all the way up to probably 2 or 3 years old, I was a mama's girl for sure. But then after that, I started to become a grandma's girl and a daddy's girl, and
Right.
my mom kind of was pushed to the side. I'm not gonna lie,
Right.
but yeah, I was a pretty good kid. I was a pretty good.
No, she was a good girl.
Let's see. Alex says, "Cut it, you're canceled."
Hello.
Grimace says,
Call him
"What the
back."
fuck?" The BBC, which means big black cock, always wins.
Okay, let's hear what big black cock wants to say to me.
Well, they're saying the one that you got, it always wins over the white ones that you got.
No.
So, are you saying some of the white peens that you got were better?
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
but the black one, he had a really nice fur.
Yeah. You cannot keep saying that shit, Judy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Do you know who Ron Jeremy is?
I have no idea.
Okay. EA will have to follow up on that and say like what time era he was in. Have you ever watched porn before, Judy?
Yes.
Okay. What? I'm not. We'll get into that after.
Hmm.
We'll keep that simple. Just for
Okay.
you, Grimace. Lo and her grandma have an awesome dynamic. Thank you. I do appreciate it because she really is my bestie. Let's see. She thinks we're always growing. Okay. So, do you think that we're always growing up as people, or are some people stuck in their ways and never change?
I don't believe some people are stuck in their ways and never change. I think it just takes them a little bit longer to realize who they are.
And the right type of influences around
Exactly.
them. Your type
Exactly.
of community. Because if you're having obviously people who aren't doing
Right.
shit or moving up or improving their life, then of course you're
and
not
they're
going
living one life every day.
to. Mm-hmm.
No.
So yeah, no, I think that we both agree on that
They're coming for
one.
me. Listen.
People can, I mean, it's 50-50 for me. I think that people can always grow and change when they want to. It's obviously there's like a fire truck passing by, but it's always about, you know, someone's willingness and their
Yes.
mental capacity. But if some people want to change or not change and stay stuck in their way and they feel comfortable in
Believe
that,
me,
I think
most
they're going to
people
do that.
are going to change eventually because that life isn't satisfying to them.
Okay. How would you feel? How would you ever feel if there was a gay Muslim president of the United States?
I'd have no problem with that.
Okay. Did you vote
Yes, I
this
did.
year?
Yes, I did.
Do you
I
do
agree?
you want to vote? Do you want to say who you voted for?
Do you want me to say it?
Hold off on that for 1 second. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know if I want you to say. So you did vote. So have you voted every year of your life?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And so who did you vote for? JFK
I
back
was
then?
a little young for that.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think of the time. I don't even know the time ages. Who did you have in your presidency since your time?
Carter,
Okay.
Bush, and double Bush.
Right.
Um,
Obama, of
Nixon,
course.
Obama.
Trump.
I think, yeah, Trump.
Fucking Joe Biden.
Yes.
And out of all of those, who do you think the best president was out of since you've seen the presidencies?
Since my aspect of
Mhm.
that is Obama.
Obama?
Yes.
Was the press even at like Carter?
No, I
Bushes?
follow Obama from his first, when he was just getting into the game, and I followed his beliefs, and they connected with the, I'm not saying poor, but they connected with the not so much.
The like underlying poverty people.
Oh, they're coming for me.
They're coming, guys, for us. We're talking too much unhinged things. They're like, get these bitches the fuck up out of here.
No, but Obama.
So Obama was your favorite president, and
Yes, he
obviously you
was.
did vote for him
Yes,
for
I
both
did.
terms, right?
Yes. I
Okay,
did.
cool.
Because I think he changed the world.
Okay. Well, no, we can get back into that once we get back in, because I'm sure people are going to want to know who you voted for this election, Kamala or Trump, which just hold off on it for 1 second.
Okay.
But if you could live forever, would you want to?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell
I feel you
no.
on that shit.
Hell no.
Would she rather her granddaughter, so me, would you rather me be with a rich guy that makes me miserable or be with a poor guy that makes me be joyful and very happy?
I want you to be with a poor guy that makes you
joyful and happy.
Yes.
Because you can always work on your money,
you can
your money
always
situation.
bring that situation up. But to marry somebody that you're marrying for money,
Mm-hmm.
it's never a good recipe.
I think so
Never.
too.
And
Let's see.
these people,
Grandma needs to be a weekly guest. They want you as a weekly guest, Judy.
oh,
It
come on.
probably wouldn't be a weekly guest, but I might get her in here once a month. I think that would be great.
Once a month is good, Judy.
Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Tupac, you love
You know
Tupac?
why I love Tupac? He had the most beautiful eyes
He
I've
did.
ever
He did.
fucking seen.
And the eyelashes,
Oh,
everything.
my God.
So beautiful.
And he was himself.
Okay, so I think when Grimace Shake asked this, he says, do you believe in beating children? Not beating children, but disciplining
Whipping them?
Yes, whooping them.
No, I can't say I believe in that.
Hey, listen, guys. Judy smacked me on the top of my head with a wooden spoon one time. So fucking hard.
Not only that, I whooped your ass when you didn't come home from high school and we pulled up to McDonald's.
Listen, so she does stand for it a little bit, okay?
You know what? At that situation, you got to do what you got to do at that time.
Yeah, I don't know too much about that one. But shout out to Universal. Universal's in the building, guys. Let me get his little media asset up. You already know. Big W's in the chat for him, guys. Go follow and subscribe to By Brandon Jones. And salute to him for always being there for your girl, though.
Jones barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage.
Okay, so
have
let
an
me see.
Obama
What was the
phone,
last
so I
question
can't
that
see
I was
this
at? I'm not gonna ask that one, Grimace.
Enough.
Humming baby low sounds adorable. I
Come
can't
on.
imagine talking to my grandma about pubic hair. Has grandma ever said the N word, hard ER? You can be truthful, obviously.
Yeah, I did.
And was it in a like a
Negative
hateful way, a negative way? Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And can you give us what happened? What was, your
Well,
story?
okay. You don't know the streets I'm talking about. Anyhow, we was going down the street. This is when my daughter was young and my son was, Joe was 3 and Johnny was 2. And there was a miniature, what do I want to say?
What? A miniature what?
Guy.
Like a short guy?
Yeah.
Like a dwarf?
Okay.
Okay. Wait, guys, we're having like a secret conversation. She's trying to ask me, what do you call a short person? I'm like, a short person? Like a miniature? She said a miniature? A dwarf?
A dwarf.
Okay. What?
Anyhow, so he was walking across the street and I was with my best friend Lois,
Mm-hmm.
who turned out to be not my best friend. If you ever want to know about that, I'll be glad to tell you.
Oh, yeah, no, they would also, when we're going to get into that, they would
Okay,
also love
but
to, yeah,
anyhow,
anyways, go ahead.
So we're on 5th Avenue in, can I say Akron, Ohio?
Yeah, that's fine.
We're in Akron, Ohio on 5th Avenue, and this midget kind of walks across the street. And Johnny and my best friend's son kept yelling, "I want one of those for Christmas."
No, they
And
did
I
not.
said, "You want what?" "I want one of those little men for Christmas."
That is so fucked up.
And we're like, "No, that's a real person." He goes, "No, I want one of those little men for Christmas. You put him in a box and he jumps out on Christmas morning."
What the fuck do they think this is?
They didn't. That's the first time they had ever seen.
A dwarf?
Yes.
What the fuck?
And that's fucked up.
That is kind of fucked up.
No, that's beyond fucked up.
People want to know, are you a liberal or a conservative? Or do
I'm a
you
liberal.
You're a liberal?
Yes.
Okay. But do you think that you go by liberal standards of today? Do you know what liberal standards are today?
Tell me what they are.
Me personally, I can't give you the best definition of it, but I can look it up really quick and
Okay,
give it
go
to
on.
you. And then you can compare your definition of a liberal, and then we'll get into that. But before I look up what a liberal is, so she can answer that for you guys, Universal Jones asked if you thought that Obama was cute.
I thought he was fucking handsome as hell.
Did you?
Yes,
did
I
you?
did.
Okay.
Yes, I
What
did.
did you think about Michelle Obama?
I thought she was beautiful.
Did you?
Yeah, I
Their
did.
children too?
And I thought she was intelligent, and she was the backbone of Obama.
Okay. I agree. I mean, I don't know if I agree 100%. I wasn't into,
No, she was.
Obama and Michelle like that. I don't really know their life, but I kind of agree.
No, she was the backbone.
EAE wants to know, if aliens exist, do you think that they would be more advanced than us?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
And I do believe they exist.
Do you think that they've already made their connection to Earth?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And do you think it's been over a time period of,
I think
like,
it's over a time period of maybe 100 years.
and they've already been here for 100 years?
Yes.
So do you think that they're just observing us, or do you think there's ill will intent behind
No,
them?
I don't think there's any ill will. I think that they are trying to understand our life form.
Okay. So do you believe in space?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, you believe in the outer system, or the
Oh,
solar
yeah.
system,
Yes,
Milky
I
Way,
do.
galaxies?
And I wish I could be out there.
Okay. So do you, this is a controversial question, may or may not. For me it is. But do you believe that the first moon landing was real?
No, I don't.
Okay, and why do you say that?
I think that was all staged to
Make us look like we're more advanced than Russia.
I think it was staged to make to the American people like we had done something so fucking good, regardless of Russia, that, everybody's so fucking. If you look back on I think it's like 1967. Anyhow, the newspaper from the headlines, Akron Beacon Journal. The headlines was like, "Man live landed on Earth." That's such fucking bullshit.
Yeah, facts.
I think
Oh, you mean landed on the moon?
yes. I think it's such bullshit. You know?
Mm-hmm. And I can know definitely I can show you some more stuff that goes into it to what I believe while it was fake, but that's at a different time.
There's a lot of things that were fake.
Yo, yeah, definitely. We can get into those conspiracy type shit. Does
I'm
grandma?
gonna be
I'll
here
answer
forever,
some of
you
these
know.
for her. Does grandma subscribe to Thorpe TV? No, she does not, and I don't think she ever would. She doesn't have a YouTube.
I don't have anything but an antenna.
She at Universal, I kind of answered your question for you. She does not believe that the world is flat. She believes it's round. We have an atmosphere. We have a galaxy. I actually am a flat earther, Judy. That's why they're asking.
Do you truly believe that?
I truly believe that. Yeah. This you listen. You guys are making my grandma learn new things out about me.
No, I'm gonna.
Yeah, we can stop the questions for a second. You can ask me whatever you want to ask me.
Why would you believe that the
world is flat?
Tell me.
Because I believe that the world is flat because obviously, you know me, I believe in the Bible, even though I don't believe in religion. It says in the first page of Genesis that God had built a firmament over the earth, right? And the waters are above and below. So in just my knowledge that I know, obviously I'm not the most articulate or most knowledgeable person, but from what I know and thinking and using my own like imagination and like, you know, solving problem skills, to me, it's like you can't believe in both. You know what I mean? You can't believe there's a firmament around the earth and also believe in space. Because you know me, you know that I was into space. I went to that. I was accepted into a STEM school. Like I was very much into astrology. And something just kind of changed where when I started believing the Bible, obviously shit didn't really kind of line up. And I knew that either I had to take the choice of, you know, picking and choosing out of the Bible and saying, okay, well, space is real compared to me taking what it says in the Bible of that the firmament is there.
Okay, let me say one thing on that.
Go ahead.
Picking and choosing the parts that you want to believe in the Bible is fucking so wrong.
No, that is wrong, and that's what I'm saying. I can't do the picking and choosing,
But
and that's why
the
I
truth
believe
is, the earth is round.
I mean,
we revolve around the sun every fucking day.
And what I think when it comes to the sun, though, I think, okay, if I had like think of like a plane, right? A plane like fucking a field or something, right?
Okay, just look over there.
Yeah,
Field.
just imagine a plane, a field, whatever. There's a dome above it, right?
Okay.
God says in the Bible that the sun, the moon, and the stars are within the firmament, right? That's what he says in the I mean, we can pull up the Bible right now, Judy.
Like, I don't want to do
I know
that.
you don't want to do it, but I can pull it out just to show proof.
That is fucking Ron in your head. I don't care.
But what was I about to say? Fucking
the world.
Oh
is round.
no, because before I had even taken anybody else's considerations and thoughts into, oh, why are you a flat earther or whatever, I had made that conclusion on my own.
How can you even think that?
Because listen, when I'm reading the Bible, Judy, and it's in the first pages, right? And he says the firmament was built, right? Boom. The sun, the stars, and the moon are within the firmament. If I'm believing all of that, I can't physically believe that the earth, I'm not going to say, oh, I can't believe that it's a sphere, because he never said, oh, it's flat or a sphere. But I don't think that the outer space that, you know, Milky Way, galaxies, you know, we never been to outer space. So how can we even physically say that that's true?
Okay, let me say this. I want you to take the time, and I will truly trying to help you in the money cost of it, to take the time to go around the world in the fucking lake. Come on.
I mean, yeah, you can say that, but at the same time, people have gone to little expeditions to like the Antarctic wall or whatever.
And how famous are they?
It's pretty famous, but you can't go past a certain point. Why do you think that is, though, Judy? Like, they don't let you go past certain points because, oh, it's authorized by the government that you can't go this far.
You can't, in Antarctica, you can't fucking survive after a certain point.
But that's my point. Why do you think that is, though? Like, we're not supposed to physically be able to reach that far to the wall.
No, because it's unhealthy. You cannot fucking live in that fucking situation.
What, being in a firmament?
Alaska.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about something different. Go ahead.
But no.
I
Oh,
understand
wait a
what you're
minute,
saying. No, and that's but that's
let
okay.
me
You
do
see how
this
we
1
can.
second.
What?
Okay.
She's flicking the next door neighbor off, guys. Don't.
Because he's a fucking dick.
But no, like and that's why I love you, Judy, because we can sit here and have
And
these fucking
debate
discussions and
about
debate and
anything.
have disagreements, but at the end of the day, like regardless, and that's another thing.
You
like
truly believe that the
I
world
really, I truly do believe that.
can
I'm
you
not gonna
believe that?
lie.
Oh my
I
God.
obviously, if
Me
we
and
had it
you are gonna
longer,
have a very
yeah, I was about to
long
say, once we have a
discussion.
long
We
conversation,
are.
you'll understand my
Excuse
points of
me,
view.
everybody, but me and her are gonna have a real long talk about what she fucking believes in.
And
because
I
the world
understand that,
is
Judy.
not
But okay, you
fucking
do
flat.
know, but can you at least admit, like, you obviously have read the Bible, right?
Yes.
And you read the first page of the Bible of it
Yes, I
talking about
have.
the firmament and him adding the stars and the sun and the moon in, right? So
Yes.
what do you think in your terms did he mean by putting a firmament over the earth to separate us from the heavens?
To keep us, okay, the world is built around, you know, God gave us certain fucking things to worry about. And it all falls into it's not fucking flat. You've got to realize that the world has, okay, what about India? What about the River Nile?
What
Any of
about
that.
it?
You think they're just kind of flat and not
Flowing? I'm not saying there's not ridges and mountains on earth and shit like that, and there's different like
No.
sea levels and things. I'm not saying it's a straight plane, but I'm saying in the aspect of how
Yeah.
we look at it and how the world is a sphere, and you know, United States is over here, South
Did you
America's
ever
down.
look at the
A
globe
map?
of
Have you
the
ever looked up
world?
at a globe?
Yes,
And
I
Judy,
have.
what's crazy is a globe like that globe that people see didn't even come out until like 1800 something, right?
Okay,
But
where are you? What year?
2025. But Judy,
Okay, there you
if that
go.
came out in 1800s or something, right? What was all that beforehand that people were trying to figure out, and why all of a sudden in the 1800s did people, how could they physically know that the earth was round when they haven't
didn't.
even went into
They
moon
didn't.
space or into
So
space yet?
they set out on a trip and then they realized that the world is round. It's not fucking flat. Excuse me, I'm not on the underside, sticking my feet up and pulling my arms. Not.
No, I understand what you're saying. I mean, we can get back into this conversation because
Okay, let's
it's
go
not
on.
even like, oh, I'm getting whatever, because I like having this conversation with people and trying to like get them to understand my points of view, but I also like
I don't
listen.
understand what your point of
That's
view.
what I'm saying, but
I'm so
we're gonna have to.
no. Truthfully, your understanding of that throws me completely fucking
I
off.
know it does, because you've never heard that come from me, and I
No.
usually don't tell people that because it's
Okay.
like one of those.
We'll let that go.
Yeah,
Me
no,
and
it's
you'll
not
talk
nothing
about it
big.
later.
Like they already know about it. EAE fucking always jokes around with me about it and stuff like that. But it's not something that I hide, but it's also not something that like I'm not willingly just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm a flat earther. You know what I mean? Like, but if somebody asks me like, oh, starts talking about God and stuff, like that's actually what I
as
believe
much
in.
as I love you,
What are you trying to say?
honey, you orbit the sun.
Are you sure the sun doesn't orbit the earth?
No, we orbit the sun.
Are you sure?
I'm definitely sure.
How are you sure though?
Because when I get to heaven, I'm going to show you.
Well, when I get to heaven, I'm gonna show you.
Well, you know what? That might be 40 years from now, but
You'll still be
you.
there.
Oh, hell
The
yeah, I
fuck?
will. I'll be at those fucking gates waiting for your ass.
Grimace said, flat earthers have flat chests. Well, I'd rather have a flat chest than 20 pounds on me and have my back hurt. So
I got 20 pounds on me and I hate it.
Judy is cooking low right now. Damn, Universal.
Cooking low. What does he mean by that? Tell me what he means by that.
The older surviving globe is from 1942 or 1492. I'm sorry. Well, regardless, even if it was, that's way before. Obviously, people have went to space, right? I mean, I don't know when the first supposed moon landing was, but how can they physically say that the Earth was a globe before they even went up into the atmosphere to see the shape of the world? You know what I mean? That doesn't even make any sense.
Truthfully, I think it was in 66 because I got the paper from the first time that they went beyond the atmosphere and landed on the moon.
Oh no, yeah, you said we'll have a part 2 of this show, Grandma Judy versus Low Flat Earth. Facts. We're gonna have a whole conversation on this shit. Let me see. I think that's adorable that she's a flat earther. She's, oh my gosh. Laugh my ass off. They're the same. She hit her with a honey. Yeah, I know. But no, we really are the same.
We are.
But
You know what? My girl Lolo is the most beautiful child that I've ever
Universal,
seen.
what did I say? Universal?
She, between her and Kai, they're my. I shouldn't say this. They're my.
Anyways, what were you saying? I forget what we were even talking about. I had to mute it for a second. There was like sound in the background. But Mo Love, shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in. You know, I'm kind of just having an exclusive interview with my grandma right now, asking her questions that people would like to know. Kind of I wanted to know about her. Shit, you guys have asked her questions that I didn't even know about her. So it's kind of like we're getting to know each other all over again type shit.
In my day and your day.
Exactly. So, okay. Is there any, before I get into like more questions just about like, you know, your life and your childhood and even growing up and being an adult in 2025, is there anything that like you want to say to just the viewers or the people out there watching, just life advice like that you could give them?
Yes, I want to say to you, you know what? If you love somebody, don't push them away from you and go on to something else, because the realization is you love that person no matter what. And pushing them away or harming them, which is really bad, but they are your first fucking thought. In the morning, they're your first fucking thought at night. But as far as that goes, you need to love the person you're with. Not only that, you need to love your family. Family is everything.
So do you think that marriage and just love a family is more than just, you know, that love and what you can give a person, and it also involves like effort, like putting in that effort every day, waking up every day and choosing to love that person? Do you believe that? Because sometimes, you know, some days it can get hard and some days you
Yes.
might feel like,
Yes, it
oh,
can.
I'm not falling out of love with this person, but things are getting kind of boring. So like,
Do I feel that every day is, you know, with
a
person?
challenge?
Yes.
But at the same time, you have to put in that effort to make it work, you know?
And I truly believe that. With my first husband, you know, I needed to think that he loved me the way I loved him. But obviously, it wasn't there.
Right. Well, guys, I am going to drop the stream link. I'm not bringing a lot of people up or even multiple people up at once. I'm going to be bringing one person up at a time to ask Judy any questions if they have specific ones that I haven't read lately. But yeah, she's going to continue that conversation. I know, Universal. But Mo, what question did you ask? What's your opinions on gay marriage?
My opinion, I have no problem with that. It's not.
Even though you believe in God and you know how we're truly supposed to be?
It don't matter.
Okay, and why is
You
that?
love who you love. You don't have to fucking ask, am I right in loving this person? You love who you love. It don't matter who it is. And I really truly believe that God understands that.
I mean, I definitely agree with that. But I feel like, especially within my personal journey with God, because like, you know me, I never considered myself being bi, but I was always accepting of gay, bi people. Obviously, one of my brothers is gay. You know, I used to have a gay best friend. I was very accepting of it. And then kind of when I got into God, my perspective started to change a little bit because I realized like, oh, what we were intended and meant to be. So
you're reading that out of a fucking book.
Yeah. But I mean, how can I not?
A book ain't your fucking heart. How do you fucking believe what you believe if it don't come from you? Not a book.
Well, but that's like, that could be anything. If we didn't have the Bible, right, how would we know God's word at all? Do you understand that?
I understand that.
So with
But we can always be judgmental in that fucking. We can always ask God why. What makes the difference in who we love?
right,
There was Solomon galore, and there was
yeah, but you also seen how their city ended up.
all right, but not everybody in their city ended up that way. There was a lot of them coming with Jesus because they wanted to, and they might have been, with a different. They might have been with a girl or a boy, and it really doesn't.
No, when it comes
matter.
to that aspect, yes, Jesus does accept anyone for who they are in that moment.
All
but
he
that
wants you
doesn't
to do is ask him. Ask
ask him
am
to,
I
yeah,
good
yeah.
enough to be in your realm?
And not even just that, but to take like your worldly desires, because people often mistake like what we want is like what's truly best for us. But that's why I think like
No,
when God
it
has a
ain't-
plan for
that,
us,
That fucking philosophy is not true.
that's what I'm
God
saying.
wants-
It's not true.
God wants you to be content with yourself enough to be yourself.
Right. But I also feel like with that same aspect, you still do have to take in like, because it's like it's hard for me not to bring in the Bible aspects, because there are like, let's just say it wasn't the Bible, and right, this was a regular book that just had all of Jesus' teachings. All of Jesus' teachings really kind of only lead you to a good life. Oh, respecting people, don't kill, don't
and
murder,
it
don't
doesn't matter
steal,
what those people say them again.
don't murder, don't kill, don't steal, honor thy mother and thy father.
It doesn't matter if they're your partner as a woman or a man.
I understand that, but well, no, you're still stuck on the marriage aspect or the gay marriage aspect. Now I'm kind of just going into the Bible, period. Like, yes, a man did write that, but if that is supposedly God's word, which someone has to believe that that's God's word, because where else is there? You know what I mean? And if he says there's certain things in the Bible, like, oh yes, I made man and women intended for that.
Made woman out of Jesus's rib or
Right.
whatever. No,
No, what?
no, that's not fucking all there is in life. God understands what goes on between two people. And you know what? I ain't gotta ask God to forgive me for fucking anything I've done in my life. And I've done a fucking lot.
Why do you think that though? Or
Because
why do you feel that way?
I feel that way because I truly believe that God knows who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to God. He knows who I am. And no matter what I do, He's accepting of me.
100%. But don't you think there should be some type of that repentance and change of heart and changing who you are? Because yes, you can keep coming into God and he keeps on forgiving you, but I feel like to some extent he's gonna see that you're doing that and realize that you're kind of just taking advantage. You know that I'm gonna forgive you for certain things.
On
you know?
that aspect, I'm going to say to you, you might put that thought in my head, but when it comes out of my mouth,
It's something different, right?
yes, it is. And He's forgiving for whatever we do.
Absolutely.
Because He loves
Absolutely.
us all, no matter who we are or what we are.
And no, I do believe that. And I just think though, with like actual deliberacy, like, you know how like, okay, once you learn about a sin, or say you learn about this new sin that you never knew about, and then you realize like, oh, I actually been doing that, and then you start to work on it, but then you kind of like fall sin back into it, you kind of fall 7 times, whatever.
No.
But it's like a repeated thing. I feel like there's certain things like, yes, God is very merciful and he's very loving. He loves us, everyone, to who we are. But at the same time, like the Old Testament God didn't change. Like that's not him. You know what I mean? He still has those ways of telling people what it really is supposed to be and how you're supposed to be acting and thinking. And like, he gives us like the way and the life of like,
us all, regardless of our race, regardless of our religion.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you with that.
Regardless of our color, regardless of anything in our life. He forgives us for all that because He made all of us. We all bleed red. That's all there is to it.
No, with that last aspect, I definitely agree with you. I'm just trying to get back, because I was
I gotta
literally
get
like,
my other bottle of wine.
go ahead. Here, give me your mic. Just because like they'll be able to hear you when you walk inside. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't say anything.
Lay down.
All right, guys. My grandma's gonna go in the house for 1 second so she can go grab her. Huh? She's going to grab some wine. You already know she has to drink for these conversations. But shift happens. Shout out to you. Sending good vibes to you all. I hope that you're having the best day, and I'm sending good vibes straight back to you. Thanks for tuning in. Grimace says, don't get me wrong, I love to bully gays and call them F slurs, but they have every right to fuck whoever they want. And yeah, I definitely agree with that. You can be whoever you want with, but I feel like when you do believe in the Bible, even though it is man-made, like not only are the rule or the things that he's asking you to do, they're not that hard. You just think they are because you're still stuck in your worldly ways. But
Go.
it's like we know what we are intended to be, man and woman. And I'm not saying that being gay is wrong at all, but if you do get a connection with Jesus, eventually he changes your desires into his desires and what, you know,
What I want
He
to say
thinks-
is look up Solomon.
put this back on there. Let it go.
Look at Solomon in the Bible. He slept with men and women. And God didn't judge him for that.
I don't know.
And as far as I'm
We also
concerned,
don't know where those people are, though. Like they could
well,
be.
we
in
don't
hell.
know where fucking Jesus is either.
Jesus was a perfect man, though.
No, wait. We don't know where Jesus was forever.
Wait, are you talking about in like on earth or as in?
As in the past.
I'm talking about in heaven and hell. Like we know where he went. He went to heaven. Duh. Like that's fact. Like come on now.
But what happened to him in his time? No. We don't know what he believed.
What would that Jesus believe? But that's the whole point of the New Testament is what Jesus believed in his teaching. So we do know what he believed. Do you not agree with that?
No, I don't.
How?
Because he was just a man.
He was just a man, but he
And-
was as close to God as anybody could get. Literally.
Because of his mother.
Because of also his father, God. You know what I mean? Like, duh. He was the only person ever born in this world with only a mother and
And she was immaculate conception. Okay, whatever.
I mean, do you believe that back then?
No, I don't.
Why? Oh, okay. So this is all starting to make sense because you just don't like. So when you said like you read the Bible or you read the Bible, so when you read the Bible and you started to get to just way past Adam and Eve and fucking Noah's Ark, shit like that, whatever,
Solomon,
right?
Gomorrah,
And it got into Jesus and it started talking about the Mother Mary. You didn't.
I believed in Jesus and what he was doing. And I believed in the mother Jesus. But what made them different than anybody else?
You said what?
What made them different from anybody?
Like her as a person?
Yes.
I mean, honestly, obviously, I can't give you that question because that's higher than my knowledge. That's God could tell you that. I can't tell you that. And not even, I feel like Jesus could tell you that. But she obviously was a virgin. This is in Israel, his chosen nation that he wanted. Whatever,
It might
whatever.
be true, but who are we to judge anything?
Oh, no, I don't judge anybody for anything. And that's why I'm saying when it still comes to gays, like, I'm not going to enable you. I'm not going to,
So how do you feel about gay people?
Okay, boom. You were asking me a question.
Yeah,
Interview
I'm
me now,
I'm
Judy. Okay,
asking you.
period.
I'm asking you.
Hold on, let me see what they're saying. Alex Moore said Solomon paid for his sins too. I think Judy agrees with that, right?
Yes, I do.
Stop.
Ivy, quit. Come over here.
Let me see. Are mods hiding? No, I mean Universal's in the building.
Get over here. That's a good girl. That's Mama's precious baby.
I don't know. You guys are talking crazy. But anyways, what was that? What was the question I was about to ask?
I said, why was Mary so fucking special bringing Jesus into the world than anybody else?
Yeah, I can't give you an answer to that. Just because, like, oh yeah, no, you had asked me how I felt about gays. That's why you wanted to interview me now. Okay, boom. How do I feel about that? I mean, I kind of been just explaining, even just as I'm explaining it now, like I don't have a problem with them. There's no hate, there's no ill will, there's no dislike, there's no whatever towards them, because I have a gay brother, I have a gay best friend. Like I know one of my best friends is bi. Like I have friends, and even friends when you're looking in spiritual or religious type of aspect. Some people who don't believe in God, some people who are Catholic, some people are. I have so many different type of people in my
Catholic
you know
church.
circle and who I grew up around. So, and obviously, as you hear my grandma, like she has good teaching. She's taught me those too, and I accept people for who they are. But since I believe in God and I know that obviously He did only make man and woman, and man for woman and woman for man.
And you don't think there was anything before that?
What, before Adam and Eve?
Yeah.
I mean, unless
you don't
I
believe
mean,
in Darwin?
Darwin's evolution or
Yes.
whatever. With
Don't
what?
you think
With what
that
people? Who's the person that made up the
Darwin?
philosophy of like evolution?
Darwin.
Darwin?
Yes.
Oh, so no, I don't believe in evolution. I know my mom does. I don't believe in evolution.
I believe that. And I was raised Catholic. I went to catechism and every fucking day of the week
Right.
and went to church every Sunday. But the truth of the matter is, it wasn't just that we were I can't truly believe that Mary and Joseph and them, they were just the first fucking holy family. It wasn't like that. There was so much before Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So you go, Jesus Christ before 64 or whatever. There was other people.
Oh, yeah, duh, in the New Testament, that's what I'm saying. But that's why I said, did you ask me, did I believe it started with Adam and Eve? And Adam and Eve came way before Jesus, obviously.
Not way before.
Yeah,
but
way, I mean, a
she was
decent amount
pregnant.
before.
I mean, 9 months, maybe.
But Mary and Joseph is in the New Testament, Judy. I'm talking about the Old Testament, because the New Testament is like generations and generations later. You know what I mean? Because he's the son of David and Joseph. You know what I mean?
Yes, I understand that, but there was so much before that.
Right, and I'm not saying that there wasn't, but what was our main point? I'm high. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here smoking. What? I'm high.
What was our main thing about that?
Mm-hmm.
They weren't the only people that was fucking putting their, how do I want to say it? I don't know what I want to say. Out there.
Oh my gosh.
It was not the first time that I understand that, you believe in Jerry.
Huh? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I know you believe in Mary and Joseph and Jesus, but that was way down the line from the first fucking people in this world.
Oh, yes. Okay. If you're saying that, I 100% believe that. But obviously, Jesus Christ was the savior, and so it doesn't even matter.
Because they went and put a red cross on everybody's door that believed in Jesus?
Who did that back then? That's what they did?
Yes, they did.
So what is that?
And if you had a son, Jesus was passed down the Nile in a basket. Right. Because they didn't want him killed.
Yeah.
Everybody in that, I want to say town, but it was bigger in the town. They put either a red mark on your door as a cross, or a slash. And that means you didn't have a male child. But when they got to Jesus, to Mary and Joseph's house, they put a cross of red across there. So she took Jesus as a baby and put him in a canoe and sent him down the river so he wouldn't be slaughtered, because every person in that fucking community that had a young son was slaughtered.
Yeah, I'm honestly just confused because I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know either. I mean, it's really not. It's not like it's a big deal because obviously, like at least we both, we believe in God. We both believe in Jesus. Whatever. There's
I
just
believe in
different.
God.
Like you said, you believe in evolution. There's different things that we believe in, and that's fine because everyone is
You
different.
don't believe
Everyone.
in evolution, though?
I don't. I don't. I don't know why. Just because, like,
Okay, think about it, though. Think about how man has become. We were fucking monkeys. That,
I don't know if I believe that, Judy. I'm being so serious. I don't know.
and I was raised Catholic, but I believe that the evolution was that. I mean, monkeys became eventually to stand up and walk straight. They eventually was a man, but
Let
how
me see
can
what
you?
your questions are. No, sorry, I'm listening to you, Judy. Hold on. No, sorry, I don't see any of your questions. Alex said, with the story that you were just referencing, not just now, but the last one was the story of Moses, not Jesus.
Yes.
So that's not the same story.
Well, Moses went up the mountain and met. I think he met God. I don't know if he met Jesus or God.
It was God, and he wrote the
Ten Commandments
on a stone. Yeah.
And then he sent Moses back down to give the tablets to people so they wouldn't. And then Solomon Galore was after that.
Okay, wait a second. Judy, say shout out to Napstar for the super chat.
Who's Napstar?
Napstar, say shout out to Napstar for the super chat.
Hey, Napstar, it's Grandma Judy, and thank you
For the super chat. For the super chat.
At a super chat.
All right, Napstar, we appreciate you so much.
I
He said
appreciate all of you.
This is a message to you. He says, salute to Grandma. Gotta respect our elderlies. You heard?
Thank you. Thank you.
So shout out to you, Napstar. I really do appreciate you. Let me get your sound up really quick.
Thank you. Come again.
I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
And I've enjoyed this quite a bit.
Thank you, because I knew it was going to be a good interview. I knew people weren't going to ask too many crazy questions.
But I do. I appreciate it.
EAE wants to know, would she share a boyfriend with okay, I'm not going to answer that.
No, I wouldn't.
Does Grandma
would be way too old and wrinkled.
Someone says, how are you doing?
Well, I can't complain because it really doesn't do no good. So I guess I'm doing fine.
Okay. Period. Just like it's going, shout out to EAE. So say shout out to EAE for the Cash App or for the super chat, I'm sorry. Shout out to EAE for the super chat.
Shout out
to EAE.
EAE. Sounds like something a record. EIE.
It's like Star Wars or Star Trek. Star Trek.
And Star Trek. I never liked Star
Trek. Trekkie, like
okay.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, say thank you so much for the dono. Say that.
Thank you so much for what you've done, regardless if I believe in what you say or not.
But he says to ask you, do you have any VHS tapes floating around?
Oh, very many.
Okay. Do you have any good ones that you think they would know?
My favorite one is
and thank you, EAE. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Come again.
My favorite one is what's the one with the ship out on the sea? I can't remember what the name of it is.
What?
And they all died.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Let
me think. Not percent, no. It's come give me a minute on that.
Okay. Just your favorite VHS tapes?
Oh, that is.
Or like just the most common ones, the one you've
No.
watched recently, anything.
Now I gotta think of the name of it.
Okay, well, I'll move on to the next question. Until
I'll
then,
get back to you.
Titanic?
Huh?
The Titanic, do you have that on VHS?
I like, yes, I love the Titanic, but it wasn't that.
Okay.
It wasn't the Poseidon invention.
Oh, shout out to EAE again for the super chat. He said that's not the type of tapes he was asking for.
Okay, what was he asking for?
Like, as in, do you have any VHS tapes since like you're back in the day, you know, old and like cam girl type shit, OF type shit. Oh yeah, guys, we didn't even get into it. My grandma knows what OnlyFans is. What do you call it?
What?
What do you call OnlyFans?
Oh, it's called for onlyfans.com.
For onlyfans.com. Okay.
And you know why
And
I know about that?
yeah, tell me. I want you to give the story on how you know about that while I go to the bathroom really quick, guys. So you'll be
Yeah,
still be
but
able to
just
hear
don't
her. But
read.
hold on. Shout out to you, EAE. I do appreciate you a lot.
Thank you. Come again.
And like the video, subscribe, guys. I would appreciate you. But yeah, my grandma can't see the comments anyways, but she will tell you the story about how she knows about OnlyFans as a 66-year-old
For
woman. So give her a
OnlyFans.
second.
For OnlyFans. You're gonna stop us right now? My bathroom is cluttered with clothes. You gotta come help me one day.
It's okay. I will. I swear.
You want me to say something or not?
Go ahead.
Okay, the reason I know about OnlyFans.com is I watch a lot of crime TV. You know, crime TV and court doc or whatever. And there was a girl about 6 months ago, really pretty little white girl, and she did for fans only. And she had a black boyfriend who was really a nice guy. He tried to keep her in line. And I remember seeing different videos of her abusing him in the fucking elevator. I mean, punching him, hitting him. And he was always just trying to control her, not control her as a, as a police action, just to get her to relax. So I guess that, and I can't remember their names, and I'm really sorry about that. But they went to her apartment, and she ended up stabbing him in the heart with a knife. She said, when the police come, she said that she threw it, which the autopsy, the coroner said, no, it wasn't like that. So now she's going on trial, and it'll probably be, within this last couple months that she will be going to court. But yeah, she said she threw it at him, and she didn't. She stabbed him in the heart, and she used to do the for fans only videos.
All right, guys, I'm just getting back. Let me see.
Where's Gary going? He ain't.
First of all, shout out to General E. Thank you so much for the super chat for the $10. There was no comment, but I appreciate you a lot. Let me get your sound up.
Thank you. Come again.
I do appreciate you, and thanks for tuning in as always. What are they saying?
I was talking about for fans only. And her
Bean, I think you had already asked this question, but Bean wants to know, did you have any questions about my parents' interracial relationship when you first learned about it?
I learned about it?
Like, when you first learned about my mom and my dad's relationship, how did you feel, or what was your questions about it?
I'll go there. Let me gather my thoughts. I was a little bit upset. And
why were you upset?
I guess because he was black and she was white.
Okay,
But
and
after that, once I met him as a person, my dog's showing up. Anyhow, as I met him as a person, I loved him. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better man for my daughter. You know, color is just a pigment, you know? I
facts.
always thought after, I grew up where, you didn't think you would go out with
And that's
somebody.
what I try to tell people about the
Right.
North. Like in the North, it really
Oh.
is so diverse, and people. I mean, there's some parts in the North that may be a little different from where I grew up, but where I grew up, shit, everybody was the same no matter what color.
It doesn't matter what color you were. So I was truly, I said, well, if this man is good to you, then that's all that matters to me.
Sorry, I just want to
That's
make
okay.
sure it sounds okay.
Hello.
Sorry.
Anyhow, but
Someone said
first
they
thing
thought they
was-
heard about that OnlyFans story. So,
Huh?
but Universal also, Judy already said she doesn't care if I were to prefer a white or black man to marry.
we all
Um,
bleed red.
we all bleed red. Wild stuff. White women are crazy, Grandma.
Hell yeah, they are. Stay away from those bitches that are fucking out of control. I mean, because they
Oh
will
my God.
fucking hurt you.
No, okay, so I'm sure that's some questions that some people wanted to get into is like, I don't know, maybe Universal would be better at asking type of questions like this. If you are free Universal, you can come up if you like. Just like the questions that we kind of talk about in Discord with the other guys and shit like that. Because I feel like as another woman, it would be better coming from a man's perspective. Personally.
Okay, go sit down. Go sit
What the fuck else was I about to? What were you talking about? You told the story about the OnlyFans,
Well, I watched it on Court TV because
right?
I watch a lot of crime shows. That's what I
Yeah.
naturally watch.
See, Judy is one of them women that watches crime shows, though, guys.
And I'll tell you what, I know how to kill somebody and get away with it.
Oh, Judy, don't. We can't say this on my live. I'm monetized now. Okay.
That's the truth.
No, that's not the truth.
Mhm.
Actually, that's not the truth. Guys, we got Universal Jones in the building, so let's give a salute to him really quick. You already know. If I can, I
You
can't.
okay?
Jones barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage.
Hello, hello. How are you today?
Greetings. I'm doing well. How are you?
We're doing pretty great over here. You know, me and Judy are just chilling, hanging out, asking, you know, questions about life.
My granddaughter, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Judy. All right, can I call you, ma'am?
Hey.
Can I call you Judy? How
You
should I
can call
refer
me
to you?
Judy
You can refer to Grandma Judy, Miss
Or-
Judy,
or
Judy,
Juju.
or Juju. Judy, it
I
doesn't
like
matter.
Juju. I like Juju.
I like
Okay, yeah,
Juju.
she likes Juju too.
Perfect. I am mobile, so I might have some disconnection and some bad connection. So just apologize. I just came up on a steal deal from a college kid on 2 pairs of Jordans. But anyway, it's a whole nother story.
No, you're good. I mean, if you cut in and out, obviously I can just like take in for a second. But like I said, I think that those questions were like, I don't know, like I said, the questions in Discord that we kind of talk about with the other guys and stuff like that you
Yeah.
guys would ask me, those would be good questions to ask Judy just to see where, you know, it comes from a different generation. And you're just a
Unfortunately.
better person to ask than me. But before you get into that, Bean says, why does Lo call her grandma Judy? Judy actually asked me to call her Judy when I was a child, and
Well, the reason I did,
go ahead.
the reason I told Kai and Lolo to call me Judy is because their brother Ray Sean called me Judy because he would stay at my house and everybody called me Judy and not Grandma or Grandpa or Juju or Nana.
Grandpa.
And so it was just like that. And I have 6 grandchildren that all call me Judy or Juju.
Literally.
And 5
Even her, I was about to
grandchildren-
say her great grandchildren
my
call
great
her.
grandchildren, all 5 of them call me Judy or
Mhm.
Juju. And it's not because I don't want to feel old. It's just the way it was.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyways,
awesome.
yeah, we can get back to them questions. Otherwise, I just wanted to answer Bean really quick.
He cutting Juju off. I have a
No, she was
similar
done. She
similar
started drinking her
dynamic.
bottle of wine. She
No, I'm
started.
done.
She's chilling.
It's
I
a
have a
bottle
similar
of
dynamic with my grandma. I don't call her grandma. We call her
what
Mama
do you
Ruthie.
call her?
And Mama Ruthie. Her name is Ruth. Call her
Why
Mama
would you
Ruthie.
call Mama Ricky if her name was
Ruthie.
Ruthie? Okay.
Ruthie. Yeah, Ruthie. So
Is she cool like you?
hell yeah, she's cool. She loves her Jack Daniels. She talks a lot of shit, and she honestly she's taught me a lot of what I
The
know.
connection's going a little bad.
Oh
Okay, I'm
God,
listening to you.
can you hear me?
No, it's my connection. Judy had asked, like, "Oh, is she a cool? Is she
Yeah,
a cool person?"
yeah, she's super cool. She loves to drink her Jack Daniels. She talks a lot of shit. And she likes to people watch. That's my girl. She loves bingo too. That's my girl. She's taught me a
Oh, I
lot of what
love
I
bingo.
know.
Yeah, Judy loves bingo
Yes, I
too.
All
love the
right,
If you
Judy,
bingo.
could
we
go
got we
to
got
it
to
more
play some we got to
often.
play some bingo, Judy.
Oh,
Oh
hell
no,
yeah.
I can do anything I
Hell
told you
yeah.
on my channel. Like we can do
I'd love to
whatever.
go to bingo. I
I
love
got
bingo.
you.
Hell yeah. I got you too. How many boards you need? Or you want to use the
Oh,
tablet? Which one you want?
I can do 6 boards.
Damn, Juju, you're serious.
Yes, I am. I want to win.
Woo! That's right. I like it. Damn, 6 boards is intense.
Yes.
I like it. All right, I'm a note that. I'm gonna note that. I'm gonna note
So
that.
what is your grandma's name?
Ruth.
Ruth.
You call her Ruth or
Yeah, we call her Ruthie. Mama
Ruthie.
Ruthie.
Ruthie? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She's super cool. She's super cool.
All right. So what? Did you have any questions that instantly came to
Yeah,
mind that you wanted to ask her?
you called me up, and I think one of the things that we've talked about with a lot of the people who are part of this channel is kind of like this divine order of God over man, man over woman, woman over
Yep.
child, which is something that Lo has stated that she doesn't quite believe in fully. But Juju, what do
No,
you think
no.
about?
Wait a second. Wait a
Okay, all
second.
right. I won't put words in your mouth. I'm
Because
sorry.
no, I mean, I can just like explain myself. Like I
Okay, go
believe
ahead.
that God is first, man is second, women are third,
I
children
don't
are fourth.
believe that.
But I'm not saying in the aspect of, oh, that's the order they go in, and that's like their value to each other.
No.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's not
I'm
what I believe.
saying, yeah, that's not what I believe either. What I'm saying is when it comes in that order, like God is supposed to be the centerpiece, right, of your life. The man is supposed to be the household, the lead, and the woman is supposed to be the
And
aid and the
that's
help and the nurturer, you know, the provider, or not provider, but like emotional provider, whatever, however you want to say it. You know, there's different steps and roles that men and women have, and I feel like people take that list and they're taking it to face value, literally, and being like, oh, well, this is how God or whoever made this list values like God over men, over women, over children. But that's not how I think
does
of it.
he believe in do you believe in a person, you know, what's it called? When they come up from
What? Poverty? What?
no, when they come up from evolution.
Okay. What do you?
Do I believe in
I don't-
evolution?
I believe in evolution.
No, but what are you trying to ask him?
I'm asking, do you believe that, you know, Jesus and God are the only spiritual people in this world?
Ooh, good question. I don't believe they're the only spiritual people in this world because there's a lot of people who believe in different things, but I do think they are the right people to follow spiritually in this world. I think they have the correct action. I don't
That's
I
a
don't
great way of putting it.
I don't disagree with how other people believe. I allow them to believe and I don't judge them based on their beliefs.
Right.
But I know in my heart what's right, and that's Christianity.
I
But that's for me. So yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's like
I believe that myself. But before Jesus even walked on this earth, there was millions of people that, you know,
Yes.
I mean,
right. And I think I don't know. We're not going back to that conversation because it was just
Why not?
because
Stop
I
cut-
wanted you
stop
to
cutting
ask me
Juju
questions
off.
more like now though about like the old dating scenes, and you know how you like to just talk about like men and women dynamics. Like these are good
Oh,
questions.
you
to ask
just
me.
want me to come up here and talk about dating with Juju. That's
yeah,
what you want.
I mean, no, Judy has good, like, obviously she's been in the game for a minute, like, been out
Uh-huh.
for a minute, but at the same time, like, she's, you know,
How
whatever.
many times have I been married or whatever?
Dang,
Right.
how many times have they put a ring on it, Juju? How many times?
Twice.
Oh,
Okay. Okay,
okay.
nice.
But
See, look, Lo, you need to catch up.
With 2 kids.
no,
Ooh.
but it was 3, but there wasn't
Oh.
no ring.
Oh,
'Cause
okay. Okay. You was
he was
slacking,
just a
but
he was
you
just a
still loved him.
no, I didn't. No, because
Damn, Judy, why you gotta air that man out like
I'm
that?
telling you the truth.
No, Judy has 2 kids by my grandpa. It's the same
I
dad, same
loved
mom, and then she
him.
never had kids outside of her one marriage,
Right.
so it wasn't like that.
And then I met my second husband, who I truly, truly loved, and I fucked up, and he fucked up, and I went
Yeah.
on to my third, which was not shit.
Okay. Yeah, it
Who,
happens.
G?
It happens.
G?
Yes, yes.
He was cool at times, though.
At
He
times.
might have
That's the
been cool.
problem.
He might have come to your school on muffins for grandpa.
Yeah, but no, I can tell a story, guys, though. Like, that was one
Tell it.
of the, like, my grandma was with him for how many years?
9
9 years. So, but he was, like, in a good, like,
at that time.
at that time in our life where we're impressionable, so like we definitely remember him, but like he would show up to like those school events that would be, you know, grandparents day or something,
It would be
and
muffins for grandpa.
yeah, like muffins for grandpa or something, but he would always like just show up for us and be super nice to us whenever we would, you know, spend the weekend or the week at Judy's. And he used to be a super good grandpa, and I obviously don't know their relationship and how she feels about it, whatever, but just from my point of view. But then obviously after they broke up, he fucking called my mom an N-word lover, called us N-word babies, and
Yeah.
you see how that kind of went. So.
And
Wow.
the
Wow.
twins.
I do have some
Didn't
some
even
questions
found
for
them
Juju if you want
Oh
me
yeah,
to.
he said my brother had 2 premature twins,
babies, and
also
the only way to
damn
find
rare
them
or
out,
damn near around the same time around this happening, and he
and he
said
said
that we
you
should have
should
drowned
drowned
them.
them when they were
Oh
born.
wow.
Isn't that
Jeez.
fucked up?
And that
Yeah.
was the last time I fucking was with him.
And no, I even
Damn.
remember like being a kid, like I used to love him. Like I made this thing in school for him, like at a pottery class, and made a bear, but like put
I
hair
still
on
got
it.
that.
And I called him like a hairy bear because he used to just be Italian and like have a lot of hair all over him. And he
She
used to
made
just
this
be one of
hairy
my
bear.
favorite people for real. So like him doing that too, that's like also just like damn betrayal for real. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't fuck with that. But at the same
Unfortunately.
time, like, you know, I forgive him. It is what it is. Hopefully he's living his life out there. He had a son. His son was cool, I guess.
No, he wasn't.
He was cool, I guess. Like
Judy keeping it real.
Gregory?
yes.
Gregory wasn't cool at all.
Gregory
That
wasn't shit.
motherfucker cost me hundreds of dollars. No.
But no, there was like we did have this suspicion that he was like G was damn near drugging Judy with her pills and shit, because she, bro, no, I'm being
Oh.
serious though, because like our like childhood together all the way up until she got with Greg, like, you know, she had her little health issues here and there, but ultimately like she didn't really have nothing like too
Nicotine. He was
like, you know, too crazy. But then as soon as like she
Wow.
got with him in her whole time period of being with him, she was always constantly sick, always in the hospital. And it's just like he
Wow.
was the one who went and picked up her medicine. He was the one who, you know, separated her,
he
helped her
was-
out. Like it was just weird. And
he
like as
was
soon as they
dosing
broke
me
up
with
though,
Nexitine
I don't know what that is.
cigarette.
Cigarettes?
No.
Like just nicotine?
Yes.
Oh.
You boil it down and put it in my. He tried to kill me.
No, I
Wow.
personally, I don't think I don't know if he was trying to kill her, but I think he was definitely trying to keep her in just a lower kind of laziness type of state,
Yeah,
a
sedated.
docile state. And
Sedated.
yeah, exactly. And because once they broke up, like she didn't, you know, like I said, she's always had her little medical issues or whatever, but it went back to how it was before. Like she barely goes to the hospital now since then. Like that
No.
shit, yeah, it was just too coincidental.
Anyhow, it was nice speaking to you.
Right? No,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
he didn't get to his questions.
Okay, ask your
If
question.
Juju's done with me, that's fine. I can move on.
She's
It's
not
okay.
done with you. She just thought you
No,
were done talking. She's like me.
Tell me your question.
I can tell. Well, what's your favorite type of wine? I heard that you went to refill that glass. What type of wine do you enjoy?
White Zinfandel.
Ooh, okay, okay, good to know. Good to know. Now, Lo,
I like it.
you want me to ask Juju all about dating, right? So you want me to ask
Not
her.
like all about dating, but just like
But go
the
ahead.
semi whatever questions that you asked me.
I would love to know her perspective on your generation and your sister's generation on dating. As you look at these two young ladies and their dating choices, from what you know, what do you see that's good, and what do you see that could be worked on with
I
young people
need you to
today dating?
re-ask the
I
question
need you to
because there
re-ask
was a
because
loud ass car that just passed by.
Okay. When you look at your granddaughters and
yes,
dating, and from what you know, what do you
yes.
find good in these younger folks dating, and what do you think that they need to work on as far as relationships?
Oh, that's a good question because I see my elder granddaughter,
Eldest, you mean?
yeah,
Kai?
oldest, that
She said the
hang
right
on
thing.
one
That
second.
works. Elder granddaughter does work, by the way.
One second.
Why are you trying to check her?
This car is so fucking loud.
So speaking of that, is my background loud? Because I am going through the hood, and there's a lot of shit happening. Like,
Not
am I
really.
clear?
I mean, we still somewhat have a loud background too, so I can't hear anything.
Okay. All right.
Okay. But I do believe that my granddaughter, which is Lolo's sister, you know, she is in love with the man she is. And truthfully, I do believe that he is in love with her. But they have their difference of opinions every now and then, which it hurts me that my granddaughter is hurt. But Lolo, she needs a man in her life that is going to be good to her because she is the sweetest fucking thing I've ever met in my life. She is so beautiful and sweet.
Oh
I
my goodness
truly, I
gracious.
mean, I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass, but she is the sweetest thing I ever met.
Well, I do appreciate you for that, Judy. I sometimes, but I could still have my little moments.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but that's besides the point. Overall, I'm pretty nice. But okay.
So are you in a relationship right now?
Me?
Yeah.
No, no, Juju. No, I'm not in a relationship. I have taken a liking to your granddaughter, though, but
Oh,
she's
well, my
not ready.
granddaughter's beautiful.
Judy
Oh,
knows I'm into
I know.
God right now, and she knows I'm on my
Do you
journey.
believe in God?
Absolutely, I believe in God. Absolutely. We talk about it all the time.
Okay.
Period.
Absolutely.
Bean said, how much did I pay Judy to say that? That's really how my grandma boasts me in real life, guys. That's
Yes.
why I just be laughing because
Yes.
I'm used to it.
No,
I
my
love it.
granddaughters are the most beautiful people you ever seen in your life. Lolo is just, oh, I know you guys know her as Lo, but I call her Lolo.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And she is just the most beautiful person you've ever met in your life.
Well, you are also. Guys, don't mind me and
You
my
know
grandma
what?
hyping each other up
My
because that's just what we
granddaughters
do.
love me just the way I am. I ain't got to put on no show for them. They know how I am. Their mom don't really appreciate it too much, but
Yeah. What's one of the questions?
I got
I'm
more.
trying to
If you want
think
me
that
to.
we've had in the Discords.
I have a
yeah,
follow up to that question. Are you okay with me asking her questions about you, like her perspective on you?
Oh,
Nothing
I guess,
crazy.
yeah. I
Nothing
don't mind.
crazy.
go
So
ahead.
Lo's amazing. We all know this. She's beautiful. We
Yeah,
know this. But what's one thing you think needs to work on? What does she need to
need
work
to
on?
work on
You can be honest.
that. She's very insecure about anybody. Sorry, Lo. Anybody that cares about, wants to get to know her because she's looking for one thing in her life, somebody to care about her as a person and not care about the whole world. I'm sorry, that's the truth.
I mean, would say I agree with that somewhat. I mean, you know, I feel like at the same and just in the same little aspect, like I still don't care enough to, you know,
But
care or like what I don't know. When it comes to men right now, I'm saying maybe on in the future, like yeah, I do definitely feel that way. But
you want to ask somebody what their plan is, you know, and that's you got to get to know somebody before you ask that question.
being said, so what you're saying is that I'm insecure about the motive of others, basically.
Yeah.
Like I have a wall up towards others.
Yes, you do.
Right. Okay. Does that answer your question, Universal?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not looking for a specific answer. That's a great answer. I think that's great insight
But
from
let me
somebody
tell
who
you
does care
something,
about you. It's
Universal.
very genuine. Yes, ma'am.
My granddaughter Lolo is the most
Don't
beautiful,
listen, bro, guys. Just
is the
tune this shit
most
out.
beautiful, sweet
She's
thing
drinking.
you've ever fucking met. She is such a good person, and you got to watch her go to this wedding that she's going to.
They're gonna see it. They're gonna see it.
Watch it, please. Watch it. You'll
Guys, you already know. Look at my grandma promoting me. Tune in on April 12th,
I
guys.
mean,
I will be going
seriously.
live early in the morning, like 8 or 9 p.m.
You're
or 8 or 9
you're gonna
a.m. I'm
look at
sorry.
her, and she is. My granddaughter here is the most beautiful person, mentally and physically, I've ever met.
Yeah, I definitely just got to work on my bitchiness a little bit. 'cause
Yeah,
that's facts.
she is a little bitchy.
Just you know,
no comment on that.
I mean, I be like telling people that it's not even their fault, and I'm not even trying to really like be like that towards you. But at the
But
same
you
time, I just
turn
be
a lot of
irritated.
people away from you because of
Mm,
Yeah, I know, but I can't help it because it's like most people. Also, I'm just like,
no. You can't be like that. You got to get
mhm.
you got to realize what somebody has to offer before you fucking make a judgment.
Mm. Let's go,
okay,
Juju.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Bars, flaming.
You better stop cutting her off too when she's cooking, cause
I'm
she's
not.
been cooking.
I didn't cut her off right now.
Well, kind of, but it's okay.
She was
No,
done talking. Me and her are literally looking each other in the eyes. Like
no,
you
I
can't
know.
say I'm cutting her
No,
off.
You know what?
she's saying some wonderful things, and this is amazing. This is a great moment. It's a good YouTube moment.
Absolutely no, Judy. What you really don't understand? Like this is me being just like Q and like we're talking
No,
just face to
you
face
are.
really quick.
This is what we
Just
talk
know
like
that this is gonna
every
be
fucking
on my
day.
YouTube like forever. But just know, like when you are gone, like obviously, God forbid, I will be able to look back on this and just
It
listen to
won't be that
this.
many years.
And it will.
No.
Whoa, this is
Yes, it
getting
will.
come on.
Listen,
Okay.
we talk about this. Okay, it's fine.
Oh,
But I'm saying just in the future, like I'm glad that I have done this with you because I have like you know a memory
No,
of you, and I love that.
I'm truly happy that you
Yeah, guys, she was
include me in your
apprehensive
life.
on doing this.
see, you're cutting her off now. Right now, you're cutting her off.
Go ahead. Judy's the same as me. She doesn't even know
I
what she's
know,
talking about
I
either.
know, I
No,
know, because
I
you
need
cut
to
her
hear
off.
what he said.
I was
Go
just,
ahead.
I was trying to hear you, but then Lo jumped in and kind of cut you off.
Okay, but I'm saying that Lolo is one of the best people you will ever meet because she's so genuine and so in tune with herself, which makes all the difference in the world.
Too much though sometimes.
Yeah, way too much.
Judy, did you
sometimes.
witness my birth?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
You see me came out the puss?
Oh yeah,
Ooh, that's a
you
horrific
and
scene.
Kylan and Ray.
All right, quit
That's
government.
amazing. Childbirth is awesome. I do have a question for you, Lo, about Juju, if you're okay with entertaining that.
Of course. Go ahead.
Uh, what is one thing that you are appreciative or grateful for of your grandma that you have not told her or you don't tell her enough?
Go on, tell me.
I mean, I feel like I don't tell her enough of stuff, like or a lot of stuff enough of times, but like I kind of just got into it really when we were earlier in the stream, but I had just said like I'm very grateful that she was there for me when I was a kid because yeah, I did have my mom and my dad sometimes and my stepdad whatever, but like me and my sister were over at Judy's a decent ass amount.
Like
And
five, nights out of
That's what I'm saying.
7.
So like the small memories of childhood I do have, like it's of her, and we had good moments. She was never, she was hard on us when she
I
needed to
never
be, but she also like,
judgmental over you.
and yeah, just everything, like just the way she treated us, it was very just, kind and loving and what we needed as children. So I appreciate her a lot for that. And even just still being here today, like her moving here to South Carolina with us and just being a part of the family and just everything.
Amazing.
But truthfully, if I had to say, am I happy down in South Carolina?
Wow, Lo did not know that. No, I don't ask questions a lot, honestly. But do you want my honest opinion on your granddaughter? She's too pretty to be so nice. Usually beautiful people are stuck up. Is she autistic?
Not at all.
So
My-
why do you think I'm so nice then?
Because she got a little bit of me in her.
Okay, period. I
That's a
feel that. And
great
my
answer.
dad
That's
was
a great
sweet.
answer.
My dad
Your
was a very sweet
a
man.
very
so
sweet man. And she is such a genuine person. She's not no phony that's going to get on here and tell you all the shit that is.
yeah, these fucking
Fucked up.
people in the background, don't mind them. But Bean, I do see my grandma once a week, every Sunday. That's with my family. She's obviously included in that. But if not, like obviously as today we're over at her house. I came earlier and seen her, and then I came up with a great idea to do this stream and this interview with her because I had been talking about it with her before, but I finally wanted to set it up, and I thought that today was going to be the perfect day for it. I know that I've been telling you guys.
All of you for caring about my baby.
Oh, yeah, no, me too. I love you guys. I love my chat. I love the support I get, but big shout outs to Universal, obviously. Like he really helps me the most.
I enjoyed your conversation. I truly enjoyed it.
Right.
Thank you. I do have one more. Can I ask one more question?
Okay,
It is
go
a
on.
dating question. Um, so Juju, you've been married 3 times.
Well,
What are
I've been married
2.5, 2.5?
2.5. Okay.
We can
Yeah,
settle at that.
we'll say 2.5.
Okay.
What would you say are 2 or 3 qualities that a husband should have?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a very good question. I
appreciate you. You said great show, no complaints. No, I really did think that today was going to be a great interview just because my grandma really is cool, guys. Like, and I feel like I can be more natural with her, so I can be more natural with you guys. So,
and we are very natural together. Anyhow, so my first husband, he cheated on me, and that fucking made me cold-hearted.
mm-hmm.
My second husband, I love to this day, but he's dead now. But I loved him to death. And the third person, that Lolo and Kai was around, and they thought he was a really nice guy, but they didn't see what I experienced. True?
Mm-hmm.
But that's how it went.
Got it. Got it. Well, Lo, I
So,
don't
did you
wanna.
have a follow up? I mean, I told you can ask whatever type of questions. Like, if we are at the 2 hour, 2 minute mark, so I'm thinking we can go to 2:15, 2:30. Like, that's no problem.
Okay.
It's
But
only
is anybody
7:20.
else trying to come up? I'm not trying to hog
I
all
mean,
of it.
no, I haven't dropped the link in a minute, but if anyone would like to come up, I am going to be bringing people up one at a time just to ask my grandma. I obviously know who is to bring up and who not to bring up, but if you guys would like to ask her specific questions, if I missed or you just want to ask her, obviously you guys can hop up and I'll bring you up.
I have a question, but let me know if this is too intrusive, Lo. So you can let me know.
Go ahead.
So Juju, what do you think is something that both Lo and Kai could do to better their relationship? How could they improve their relationship with one another?
Well, I kind of think they might be more into what their man says, and but
You mean her.
but when it comes to abuse, well, I don't want to think that. But anyhow, I think that they're both so beautiful, and they're such a passionate person that, you know, you and God and everybody wants to see them how they are, and they're beautiful for who they are.
First of all, I want to shout out LOL Angels, my girl Ruby. I hope that everything is doing well with you today. I'm having an interview with my grandma, guys. Ruby wants to know, what's it like having such a beautiful, kind, amazing, talented granddaughter? From Ruby. That's my co-host on
Yes,
LOL
I
Angels.
seen her picture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Ruby?
See, Ruby, I'll be showing you off. Don't play.
Hey, Ruby. Anyhow, my granddaughter is the most beautiful, sweet, sensitive person I could ever ask for. As a granddaughter, I am so proud of her. Her and Kai both. I am so proud of them because they are strong women.
Facts compared to what we used to be. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
they were not good children, but they have become wonderful women.
But that's what it takes. I feel like you got to have some shitty times to be a
I
great
had
person.
shitty times, and you guys had shitty times, but they are.
But me and my
wonderful.
sister actually do have a great relationship. She's just kind of talking about in the aspect of, I guess, my sister listening to her man, me listening to my own feelings, and that kind of getting in the way of shit. But we are only a year and some months apart, I think.
Yeah, like 14 months.
Okay, yeah, those questions are getting
Don't,
skipped. Anyways, go
yeah,
ahead.
don't read that. Don't read that. Don't read that. Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting too deep, so I don't have any more questions at the moment. I will say,
Right.
Judy, if we ever meet, I'm gonna bring you some Zinfandel,
Well,
and
no, wait, there
we're
was one
definitely gonna play
question.
bingo.
Yeah, Judy wants to say something also, but there was one question that me and Judy were talking about earlier where she was like, it reminded me of something that you had said, and I was like, oh yeah, like Universal would agree with you on this, but she had said, like when she grew up, like she had mostly men friends because men are easier to deal with, like women are catty and jealous and
Right.
all
right.
different types of shit, and it just reminded me of something that you would say, so I thought like those type of questions you could type of ask her.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
most of the women, most of the girls, I'm going to say girls because at that time we were girls, that I grew up with, they were so catty.
yep,
It was so nice to be with a guy that was your friend because they didn't fucking expect anything from you but who you are.
right. Yeah, yeah. Female nature. Girls can be very territorial over things that don't make sense. They can be very catty,
Yes.
and a lot of it has to do just with being just emotionally extreme sometimes. And I think
They're
when you do,
insecure with their self.
absolutely, absolutely, I think when you add a man into some of that, it kind of contains and kind of brings some of that emotional energy in. So I
Okay,
think that,
but I
and
can honestly say,
I do have my baby pictures up here. Go
I
ahead,
can,
continue to talk.
can I talk to you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I can honestly say, my granddaughters, if,
You see,
oh, you're kind of cute.
that's me as a baby.
Get out of here. Oh, your baby's so cute. That's so cute.
I know.
Anyhow, I can say that my granddaughters didn't let somebody push them around because they were truly their own person.
Did that answer your question?
yeah, I mean, I didn't really have a question. I was just responding to what you shared.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, that was
But
good.
no, I was reading some shit. EAE wants to know, can you cook soul food like macaroni and cheese,
Oh,
collard
I can do
greens,
macaroni and
fried
cheese.
chicken?
No, what I do, I'm not really good at fried chicken. I can do stuffed cabbage, 100%. I can do fried cabbage, or my parents were from Russia, and most of the meals that I would make were from Russia.
Yeah, but she used to make like hamburger helper. Don't let her fool
No.
you.
Because we were poor then.
Facts.
We were
But
very
hey, we were
poor,
eating
and all
good.
they all I could afford is
Beef
to make them-
stroganoff. Don't play with them. Hamburger helper.
Exactly.
That
and
is the
honey.
best hamburger helper. The beef stroganoff's the best one. Absolutely.
Facts.
Oh, Mike,
Facts.
that is so true.
That is the best. That is the
Everybody
best
likes-
one.
Everybody likes the hamburger helper that's a macaroni and cheese.
Nah.
Hell no. The
Nah,
stroganoff.
No,
The
the
stroganoff.
hamburger helper with, stroganoff. And I always add a little bit of,
Napstar, you definitely got to come up. He said he speaks Russian. What the fuck?
oh, really? All I can say is, there's a couple words I can say.
Go ahead, Sam.
Wait a minute, I'm thinking.
That sounds like you though. Wait a minute, I'm thinking.
No, I can't remember.
That
My
sounds like you
father-
too.
Bro, I be telling you, me and
No.
dude, I get my personality from somewhere. Shit.
My father could speak 7 languages, and you know what? He tried to teach us, and I never took the time to fucking let him make who I am. But I wish I had. Okay, a Russian dish is ragamach. You know what ragamach is?
No, ma'am. Can you share what that is?
Okay, ragamach is a soup with sauerkraut, kidney beans, and potatoes. That
Okay.
was one of my favorite soups.
It sounds good. I like all 3 of those things.
Doesn't really sound too tasty, but
No,
does.
you have no idea.
Don't hate on it till you taste it. You gotta
okay,
learn
No,
how-
I'm
period. No, because
serious.
I don't. I'm not that like I am picky when it comes to food that I've already tried that I don't like, but I'll try something new for
Oh,
sure.
it is so good.
But
a lot of,
Univer or EAE wants to know, or what just wants you to know, people, black people would get slapped if they cursed around their grandma like how I do.
You know what? I love my girls, and they might cuss, but they truly didn't mean to hurt my feelings.
No, and that's what I'm saying. We never cuss at her directly ever,
No,
ever call her
it's
out of her
about-
name.
It's
always
about whatever
speaking in
the
my
situation was.
right. It's always speaking in just general tone. I'm never speaking at her ever. I would never do that.
Because she's sweet.
I just cuss, and I can't help it because, as
No,
you
I
see,
cuss.
she cusses a lot. My parents cuss a lot,
No, I
It just
cuss more than
always-
any of them.
and I'm trying to stop, but it gets, it's hard.
It's fucking hard, huh?
It is hard, and I shouldn't say half the shit I say. Look at that.
Right?
You
That's
hear
what I'm
that?
saying. You don't even feel it coming out. until-
No, and I say
Bro.
fucking this and that, but it's not
worry.
what I should say to them. But
Yeah.
that's me.
No. I like grandmas that cuss. That's my grandma does the same thing. She's probably
Facts.
cussing right now.
So how's your grandma?
She actually has been a little ill. She had a little bit of a cancer scare a few months ago, but she's in recovery and doing pretty well now. So
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
yeah,
I'm
she's
glad to
doing
hear
well.
that. Well, I had a heart attack a couple of years ago,
Wow.
and had
Multiple.
and I had a stents and a defibrillator in my chest, which went off one time, and they moved
Wow.
it to the other side of me.
Right. That's what I'm like. Wow. Way to.
Yeah.
But my grandchildren love me to death. I really truly believe that.
Yeah.
That's kind of showboat about me that I really think that. But I know my grandchildren love me.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. No, I love Judy more than any. Bro.
Judy,
Obviously
would
not
you
more than God, but
No,
or Juju? Would you be willing to share some older photos of yourself with Lo so she can share with us what you used to look like back in the
Sure.
day?
I
Awesome.
got some great pictures of when I was really cute.
I bet. I
I
bet.
show them to me.
Oh, they're in the house.
But
No,
I'm
not
saying
right
I'll
now.
come back and get them another day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just later. Yeah.
He can come back and get it later. But
Yeah.
I was hot.
Okay. Well, those genes came from somewhere. Those 2
Yeah.
girls of yours.
Isn't she beautiful?
Mm.
Facts.
Don't you think my granddaughter's
Yes,
beautiful?
yes,
I'm
Judy,
not
we get it.
asking you.
We get it.
I'm not asking you.
You're asking me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think your granddaughter Lolo is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. If I'm being honest.
I'm
She's got
sorry, I
beautiful.
can't hear you. Speak up.
Oh, put some bass in my voice. Say it with my chest. I believe that your granddaughter Lolo is one of the most beautiful persons I've ever seen in my life. Not just beauty, but just
No,
personality.
she's got a great soul, don't she?
Yeah, she's a great young woman. Yes.
Exactly.
Uh,
Facts.
What do you say? Stop.
I
It's
said
the truth.
facts. As
That's
in
a
like
fact.
100%.
By the way,
yes, ma'am.
I'll talk to you later.
I will talk to you
And
later. Listen, if
I enjoy talking to you.
I enjoy talking to you as well. If we ever meet, I'm bringing the Zinfandel, and we're gonna go play some bingo.
Oh, hell yeah, we
Hell yeah, hell
are. Hell
yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah, I
like the
sound like that.
casinos. I
Sounds
like
like,
everything.
yeah, you guys
Oh,
can meet
okay.
up and
Well,
no, I'm saying like you guys can meet up. Get her on a
put her on a
Casino,
Delta.
right?
yeah.
Well, you gotta come too. Then I'll bring both of you up here. Lolo knows how I roll.
I enjoyed your talk.
I enjoy talking to you as well.
And I do thank you for asking her questions and just getting to know her even more. I don't even know what else to ask her. We didn't talk about damn near her whole life at this point, and we're 2 hours and 15 minutes in, so it's the perfect time to end this shit.
Well, you two have a great evening, and hopefully we'll talk again. Take care.
God
Yes,
bless you.
sir. God bless you. Look at that. All right, guys. Any last words, Judy, for the people? Like, did you want to ask, like, or did you have any points that you wanted to say, like questions that I didn't get to that you wanted to ask?
I
Anything?
wanted to say to everybody, you are your own person. Be yourself. Don't try to be anybody else but yourself. Because yourself is beautiful enough in this world to be who you are.
Hey, amen. Look at Judy dropping bars, guys. Don't play. And shout out to Get Crack. He sent the 1566. Dono, I am going to pay to stop EAE's goon sesh up and down the family tree. Also turn on membership so Paulie D donates. Multiple people have been telling me to turn on the memberships, and I kind of been waiting till at least I reach like 1,000 subs, but I might just turn them on just because so many people have been saying it. I don't know. We'll look into it, but I do appreciate you so much, Get Cracked. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Like, I seen you were here the whole time, so I do appreciate that a lot.
Thank you. Come again.
And guys, make sure you hit the like button before you guys leave out of here. Subscribe to Riding High with Lo. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode today. I know it was kind of something new, but a couple of people have been saying that they wanted to hear from my grandma, so I thought it would be perfect with her, just generation asking different types of questions, what people want to see. But I do appreciate everyone. I love you all, but God loves you even more. Pronta says, would you ever try Kick or multi-streaming? Eventually when I get into it a little bit more, but just for now, like YouTube is enough for me to focus on, if you get what I'm saying. But I do appreciate everyone, like I said, and I hope everyone has the most amazing night. We're about to tune out. Judy, last words? Anything?
God bless you all.
God bless you all.
Remember, He's always with you.
Oh, period. Stop. I wish I had my daily devotional to show you guys, but I don't, unfortunately. But I will see you guys later, hopefully this weekend. As you see, I've been trying to stream a little bit more, give you guys the content that you need, doing things out of the side of the box, which I thought, like I said, this was a good idea. And it seems that you guys liked it. But we'll have to definitely plan ahead more, not last minute, an hour before, plan it out. Maybe even cam myself up and have her on another cam how I did. I don't know. Change it up a little bit. Don't listen to Prawn. But all right, guys. I will see you later. Have a good night.
Grab your game and light the glow. Feasting on life with a funky flow. Faith and vibes. We're keeping it real, exploring the highs that people that steal. Riding high with low. God with us more than you know. Food, faith, games, it's all in the show. Come on and vibe with Riding High with Lo. sunsets bright to starry skies. Life's a journey, let's see where it lies. Tasting the world with faith in our eyes. Sparking connection at a super high. Riding high with low. Smoking dreams and letting them grow. Food, faith, games, it's all in the show. Come on and vibe with riding high with low. So hit that cloud, let's take the ride. Together with low, we'll touch the sky. Laugh, reflect, and let it all flow. You're home now, it's right.